Hey everyone, this is FoxMantis Radio. Breaking news! I've got my boy Leonard Lay, and what is your name, sweetheart?
Blade West.
Blade West. Isn't that the most badass name ever, right?
My name sucks compared to hers, man.
I mean, my name sucks too. Wayne Vashon. You know what Wayne Vashon means? It means cow herder. No, wagon maker, cow herder. That's what it means. Yeah. So you know I was rich.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I'm not even going to say what my name means.
What does your name mean, Mr. Lay?
It means lion or something like that.
Lion
Leo,
that has sex with everybody.
Yeah, I know.
He just lays.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to the podcast. I know you guys want to plug your movie development that you're working on.
We just got through with a meeting yesterday in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. Our working title right now is Uncivil Divide. It's going to be a period Civil War movie. It's going to be pretty awesome. And the whole scheme behind this movie is we're going to make a giant, epic movie with zero budget. The whole premise is to try to do it. Everybody donates their time and talent, and they said it can't be done, and I said, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
I'll make it done. Yeah. We kind of talked about this when we were shooting Death and Compromise, and we were all sitting in the holding room. We started talking to everybody, and everybody said, hey, we can make a movie. I said, well, let's make a movie then. Get off our asses and do it.
Yeah. You know? So you're known for prop design.
Right. Well, my whole thing is I do Westerns. I only do Western movies and stuff, and I've done... A couple years ago, I produced a Civil War documentary and stuff, and so I had all the connections to do a Civil War movie. And so I said, we all talked about what kind of movie can we make, and it was brought up, let's make a Civil War movie. I said, yeah, it would be fun to make a big, epic movie with hundreds of reenactors and cannons and cavalry and stuff. And they said, there's no way you can do this for free. But everyone I've talked to, no one has turned us down yet. Everybody wants to be involved. We got nearly 40 people already lined up to be in this movie.
Yeah.
We've got cannons lined up. We've got troops lined up. And
so do you have like editors? And I mean, that's
we've got the whole crew. We got the camera crew, the editors, Angel Mist Productions in San Antonio.
Shout out to them.
They're the one we're partnered up with Rob McCardo and Kevin and Jomer. And they're all in it. They all decided we'll all donate our time. We're all going to be producers on it. We have a lady in San Antonio that's going to donate the food. We just ate at her restaurant yesterday.
What
Luciano's.
restaurant? Luciano's.
What's her name?
They have a plug
Sandra
list.
Streve.
Sandra Streve.
Yeah. I mean, she came out to work on Death and Compromise and brought us some pizzas out there. And she was in the holding room, and she heard us talking about it. She said, I want to be in it. I want to be in it. I want to be in it. I'll donate the food. And so she said, you can have all your meetings at her place, and she fed us free yesterday.
Very cool.
It was cool, man. So
nice.
Her and her husband want to have parts in the movie. So we're kind of trading out parts for talent and expertise. If you have something you want to donate to our movie, you want to be in it, you get a producer credit, and you get to help be in it and help us make this movie.
Do you have any, are you doing a Kickstarter or Indiegogo?
We're not going to do any money at all. We're not going to raise one dime.
This is crazy.
The whole premises of this thing, I'm trying to prove it to myself that I can make a big, I mean, it's not going to be a little chumpy movie. It's going to be a full feature movie with over 100 reenactors. We're going to have cannons. We're going to have cavalry troops. We're going to have wagons. We're going to have a mansion. The whole thing is I can make this movie with nothing. I mean, it would be easy if we went and raised money, but that's going to take...
Who's directing it?
I am.
You're directing it?
I'm directing it and writing it.
And you wrote it?
It's in the process of being written. I mean, we're in the process. Our film date, we want to shoot for the fall when it's nice and cool, when it's not hot.
Fall this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're going to try to get it written and everything. We haven't even started plugging this movie yet, and we've already had a whole bunch of people want to be in it.
And what is your production company again?
Painted Pony Productions.
Painted Pony Productions.
It's named after I own a lot of painted horses. So that's
how many horses do you own currently?
Right now I have 5 horses and 2 mules. At one time I had 15 horses, man.
2 mules, huh? What's that like?
One's albino, one's silver.
Really?
Yeah. They're very rare mules.
I've never seen a white donkey.
It was an albino, and the mom rejected it. I had to bottle feed it since it was born. It's about a year old now, man. So
wow.
And then I had another one just born. A few weeks ago. It was little silver, man. It's silver. It looks silver. It's not gray. It's silver.
All right. And you, Miss, you're an actress. I met you on set as well.
Yes, you did.
And what brought you into acting? And then
I've been acting since I was a small child.
oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm originally from California,
Mm-hmm.
but I normally play a serial killing soiled dove in Granbury, Texas.
Oh, that sounds very.
She
light
does
and
Old West
funny.
reenactments.
Yes. Old
Oh.
West with the Granbury Gunslingers.
Oh,
Yes.
very cool.
Yes.
So, what brought you into acting? Why did your parents just throw you into it?
Of course, my first audition, my mother took me to.
How old were you?
I was 3. It was
You were
terrifying.
3 years old?
Yes, it was terrifying.
Did you get the
All
role?
those people. Of course not.
Oh,
No, some little curly-headed child got it.
yeah.
Of
Oh,
course.
do you not have curly hair? I don't know.
It's somewhat curly, but
Yeah.
she was blonde.
Oh,
I'm redheaded.
well, come on. Everyone loves what's her name? Shirley Temple.
Hmm.
Everyone loves that.
But they wanted a blonde.
I Love Lucy. Oh, they wanted a blonde. Well, that's bullshit.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. At least you got in there.
But
And what's your role in this production that we're trying to get? You guys are trying to get off the air.
I'll be playing one of the sisters, Susanna.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear I'm going to be tortured in a room by the general.
Oh my god.
We have a crazy general that takes over her mansion. Her character and Cindy Dyer's character are sister-in-laws. They're married to
Yeah.
the 2 brothers that own the mansion. And the Yankees come in and confiscate the mansion. And a fight ensues, and they kill all the menfolk and keep the 2 women as hostages during the whole thing.
Is this
and then-
rated R?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bloody, torturous, a lot of blood and guts,
my
man.
God.
If I'm gonna make a movie, all the movies I like to make are rated R. I like adult style movies. I don't
That's
like
cool.
I don't like little kid movies.
Is there gonna? So is this is just an action drama?
It's action drama.
Okay.
I mean, Western genre
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. We're gonna have a lot of gunfire, a lot of gunfights, a lot of battle scenes with the Civil War reenactors.
Very cool.
We're gonna have one guy get blown up by a cannonball, and we're gonna have
Nice.
one penis shot removal.
Penis shot removal.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sniper. I played a sniper, and I get to shoot this guy's extra large penis off at 1,000 yards.
Extra large penis.
Yeah, that's what
See,
they
I
call
can't,
him.
I can't audition for that.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, are you sure about that?
I'm Irish. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm no Ron
Yeah,
Jeremy.
no Chinese people are involved.
I build the railroad, and I have a big old dick.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of comedy in it too, but realistic comedy. But it's gonna be fun.
Well, it
And
sounds like a dark
and what
comedy.
happens is the premise is this general gets shot at the very beginning and gets shot in the head, and he's got chunks of lead still in his brain. It makes him crazy, and as the movie progresses, the crazier it gets, and he's torturing Blade's character and rapes her a few times, and he keeps her locked up in a room.
Oh, so there's grapes in this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you said rape.
Rape.
Sorry.
Rape,
I thought you
yes,
said grapes.
there'll probably
I was
be
like,
some
sweet,
grapes
Yeah, there's some
involved.
grapes.
You sold me with bundles of grapes.
Yeah.
No? Okay. All right. Just
But I'm,
making sure.
probably gonna like it a little bit. And
Yeah.
Oh,
She
He's
volunteered for the rape scene.
she's got Stockholm
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm gonna like it. and
But
I'm
she
gonna-
gets to kill him. Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't really kill him at the end. We think he's dead at the end, but
Yeah.
there's going to be a surprise at the very end.
There will be blood involved.
Yeah.
A lot
He
of
gets
it.
to stab him real good with knives. That's why she's called Blade West. She gets to use knives in the movie and stuff.
Knives.
Nice.
Knives. There's knives around here somewhere. I'm
Uh-oh.
sure there's knives in my bag.
I have knives too, so
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
This could get ugly on live stream.
We could
Knives,
kill
I
the
know.
monkey. if we put
That's
that.
right. Don't
Yeah,
stab
it's
the
alright.
don't stab the
Yes, I never go anywhere without
my stuffed
them.
animals
No,
because I'm an adult. And
you're an adult.
Yeah, I still have my teddy bear I sleep with myself.
that's
It's
right.
okay. I'll
Her
I
name
keep,
got,
is
I got the
Miss
iguana
Fifi.
on the bed.
I will keep the fox safe with my
Yeah,
knives.
keep the fox safe for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep the fox safe. Anyways, yeah. But so this is fascinating. So you guys met up in San Antonio yesterday to
Yeah.
discuss.
That was our
Uh,
first meeting,
Mhm.
and we really haven't been talking about it or plugging it. And once we
Well, you're plugging it right now.
Well,
on
this
Fox
is our
Radio.
first big plug,
Yeah.
and we're going to start plugging it pretty serious. We've had lots and lots of interest from actors who want to be
Mhm.
in this, and just friends of ours. Everybody say, "I want to be in it. I want to be in it." And I tell them, "Hey, this is no pay. This is an unpaid gig, and our biggest challenge so far is going to be how to feed 100 people."
Well, I feel like you've
You know,
pretty
so-
much taken care of that with the
Well,
free craft service event.
yeah,
and
but I
it's
don't know.
awesome.
I don't want to leave it all to her to feed 100 people. So we're gonna try to get some stuff going on. If anybody out there wants to volunteer to cook for us or volunteer food for us, we sure would appreciate it.
So you're thinking like September, October?
Yeah, we're
to
gonna film
So it's
sometime in the
nice
fall.
And cool,
Yeah,
not too
because everybody's
crazy.
gonna be in uniforms. It's
Yeah.
gonna be hot.
Yeah.
I've done too many movies where we have to wear all this stuff in the summertime, and all you do is
Yeah.
sweat.
Well, luckily, the fall, quote unquote, for Texas is like,
Yeah.
what, fucking September all the way down to like January. I
Yeah.
mean, it does remain very, very cool, very
Yeah.
nice for a few
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It never really gets too cold here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So- well, I mean,
Our whole deal is
people
I want to
lived
shoot
in
it. I want,
Texas that lived in the South.
Yeah.
It does get cold at some parts of Texas, but not too much in this area that we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we want to shoot it. We're going to shoot it all on weekends, maybe Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, so people don't have to take off work. So,
Oh, very cool.
you know,
So yeah, you're not going to try to.
yeah. I don't want
put it
people to
in a
lose
pinch.
money on this. you
Yeah,
know, so.
no, I appreciate that, man. I've
And,
been on a set, which I will not name, that there was people complaining about losing money
Yeah.
and not doing anything. So, yeah, I mean that's awesome. One thing when you have a zero budget, you have the opportunity to stretch this out a little bit,
Right.
and so you don't have to do.
Yeah, we're not time
Too
crunched.
much.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Originally, we were just going to shoot a little short or a little hour-long deal that entered into film festivals, but we've decided we've already got interest in the movie from other people, so we're going to go ahead and shoot a full feature length and get it going and stuff. I mean, if we're going to do it, just go ahead and do it big, because we have so many people wanting to do it. You know, we're not short of help or actors or anything else, so I think we'll have
Yeah.
a pretty good chance of getting it done. I mean, my phone's been ringing all day wanting people to be in it, so.
Good. That's
we
excellent.
And like I said, I haven't even tried to reach out to the reenactor community or anything yet. And I've hired a technical director. His name is Phil McBride. He's written 4 Civil War novels, and he's a big-time reenactor. He's been doing it for over 30 years, and he said he would help be the technical director for free.
If you had to do like a synopsis, what would it be? Like just a real quick summary.
Well, the
of-
story plot is the Union Army comes into Texas and confiscates this mansion because they're selling all their cotton to Mexico. That's how the southern side of is making their money.
Mhm.
So the Union is trying to stop them. So they confiscate, and the whole story is they're not just confiscating this mansion with their cotton fields. They're doing it all over Texas. But the story involves in this one mansion because the two sisters, because this one general, he's kind of nuts and he goes overboard with the killing and the torturing.
There's
and
always
all-
that one guy that loves it too much.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
plus he gets shot in the head, and that makes it even worse because he's going nuts because he's
Mhm.
got lead particles in his brain that are.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive, and he's
Shit.
torturing Blade. The two sisters are held hostage in their mansion.
Don't give any spoilers.
But yeah, but anyway,
people are
the whole story is about 2 brothers. Also, one
Mhm.
of them is in the Union Army,
Yeah.
and he feels sympathetic for what's happening to these girls. And word gets to the Confederate Army. Confederate Army comes to take back the mansion, and they find out the colonel of the Southern Army finds out his brother, who is his half brother, is in the Union Army, and he's a lieutenant. And what happens is the lieutenant,
Silly.
through the other sister that Cynthia Dyer plays, it goes and they get word by going to the church and sending messages to the priest, and he sends couriers to the Southern Army, and they get word out that, hey, this is what's happening and stuff. And the Union Army finds out there's a spy amongst them, but they don't know who it is. And so they set up a fake gold shipment to go out, so they'll attack the gold shipment, and it's a setup. So they find out Izzy's the one playing the brother. He gets captured because, hey, he's a traitor, so they're going to kill him. So what happens is the colonel on the Confederate side devises a plan to have like a commando raid.
Okay.
So he sits in a big battle diversion, like a full-blown battle goes on. And while they're doing that, these commandos sneak into the mansion to rescue his brother and to rescue the 2 sisters.
Right.
And that's kind of the whole synopsis of the thing. That's the whole plot. And there's several small plot twists in between those while the story's unfolding.
Right. Is there like a love interest?
Well, not really. I mean, there's just a hate interest.
No offense, gorgeous, but I'm just saying, like, when you have this dramatic, like, concept,
Right.
It kind of wishy-washies the whole plot
Right.
when you have, like,
Well,
a subplot that's, like, going to be the main plot at the end,
Right.
where it's like, he finally gets the girl.
Well, there is no love interest because this is war.
This is
Right.
war.
You know, and it is showing how something happens and makes somebody bad, makes somebody good. I mean, there's really, because on both sides of the war, they think they're right.
Well,
You know,
yeah, I mean, it's Civil War.
And so it's kind of like,
so
and
many
we
of
get into a
ourselves.
little bit. I don't want to give a lot of plot twist away,
Please don't.
but
want people
it's
to
going
see
to
the
be
movie.
a really cool story. I mean,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of character what do you call it?
Development.
Yeah, development and stuff. The character's going to be well developed,
Mhm.
and you're going to like the good guys. You're going to hate the general because he's crazy, but he's probably going to be the main. People are going to love the general guy because he's crazy. He gets to get away with a lot of stuff that normally you wouldn't do because he is crazy.
The thing is about just to intercept about this day and age, people love the anti-hero more than they love the hero
yeah.
sometimes. So you have like
Right.
shows like Breaking Bad and all that
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
where
yeah.
people are rooting for.
Yeah.
They know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But like they have some sort of compassion for it. So
Right.
I can see that, and that's good that you have that
Yeah.
incorporated into this film. But so what's the next step right now?
Well, the next step is just lining up is to finish the script,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, you know how scripts are. They're going to go through a couple of rewrites and everything.
For
else,
sure.
you know.
I hope so.
Because what we'll do, I'll write the first draft and give it to everybody involved in the movie
Mhm.
and see what they want to change about it, how they want to change the characters about it, and then once we get that going, we're going to start casting here pretty soon, and we're not
Okay.
going to really have a real casting call because I
Huh.
already have pretty much. I know who I want to play who. You know,
Mhm.
it's like that. Now we will cast a lot of the reenactors as small speaking parts. You know, give them a bone and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a lot of small parts available for people, but we're gonna have there's gonna be a lot of speaking parts in this movie because it's gonna be a
very
big
cool.
movie. You know, and stuff.
Obviously, you guys aren't doing SAG.
No SAG.
No
This
SAG.
is
SAG.
a no. Now, if we sell it, you know, I mean,
Mhm.
I don't want to give away anything, but we've already had people wanting to look at it. So
That's good.
You know,
That being said, do you are you going to submit this around film festivals? Is
that's
the
our
thing?
main focus in stuff. We're going to see what happens. I mean, if somebody wants to look at it before that, and you know, but that was our main focus. I wanted to get it to the film festivals and prove that you could do a big movie with nothing. That's my whole spiel, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because they say, and a lot of people say, no, I can't do this. You got to pay me. You got to pay me. And I understand that. I'm the kind of guy too. If I worked for somebody else, I would want to get paid too. But when you get together and you all kind of collaborate and say, hey, let's do this together, because I'll probably end up losing money because I'll spend my own money on this thing.
You're
like everybody
investing
else,
into
you know?
your dream. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Your
I mean that's
idea.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, and the thing is, we're trying to get a lot of producers involved, and if we have enough producers and everybody chips in a little bit, then somebody's spending a lot of money. You know.
You know,
so.
everything you do and say we can hear. You're on a condenser mic. So, anyways, let me just take an aside real quick. And what do you guys think about the incentive reduction for Texas, and how does that affect you guys as a personal? I'll start with you, Leonard. and then
I don't think
move
it's
on
going to affect us. It affects
Well, I mean, you're a nonprofit anyways.
the big guys. It's going to affect the big guys from coming here. You know.
So
what
it's
I mean?
going to be mainly indie.
Yeah.
You know, is that good?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say. I would like like the Suns being produced here and stuff, and like even Robert Rodriguez took his own show and moved it to New Mexico because he lost the money here. You know.
Yeah.
And he lives here. You know. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It
How do you
is
feel
ridiculous.
about it? How do you feel
I think
about
there
it?
should be tax breaks.
Yeah, there should be.
Well, and the whole thing is, you know, I consider myself a conservative person, and the reason they're not letting this happen is the conservative, in
Conservative
office,
office, yeah.
in office don't want the liberal people coming down here because they think they're all, going to
Well,
ruin.
on last Thursday, there was that whole lobbying.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody, a young student, and she was really adamant about it, and she's a film student, so they went out there, and I guess there was only 80 people that showed up. But they did go to door to door in the I want to say White House, but the state
Capitol.
house, the Capitol, and they influenced a lot of people. And then they got to the conservative side, and they're like, no fucking way.
Yeah, they don't want nothing to do with it, man.
Not at all.
As long as, and I like Greg Abbott as a governor, but I disagree with him on that subject. You know.
I want, because like I've said in multiple podcasts, and I'll say it again, we have a huge state.
Right.
We have so many different. We have desert. We have all this stuff.
To me, it's a money issue. Why are you pushing away money? Look at Atlanta. Look at New Mexico.
$6
All
billion
my actor
Right.
friends are moving to either New Mexico or Atlanta, and they're working. They're making money.
Yeah.
That's something they never
I
could do.
debated about moving to Atlanta.
They couldn't do it here. They
It's the same-
couldn't make it as an actor here because there's not enough jobs. You go to Atlanta, New Mexico, even Arizona, and these places. They're making movies. They're making money. They're staying busy.
Yeah,
you
Miss
know.
West, what do you got?
It's the same with gambling. The state could make a lot of money with gambling, and they turn it away.
Chris Knight was on my podcast the other day, and he said that there is a place on Manchaca where you can gamble for money, Texas Hold'em, but it's like a private club.
Yeah. Well,
and they don't take any profit. That's the
right.
loophole.
I used to play in clubs like that, playing poker
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll probably get shut down if they get known about it. I mean, they're probably playing it low key, but if they really find out about it, they'll probably get shut down because almost all of them have been shut down before. Because I used to go play in some of these places, and and it was all. It wasn't. Thing is, you played for money, but the house cannot make any money.
No,
off
the
of it.
house takes you walk in, it's $10 a seat.
Yeah.
And then it's like $35 to get in
Yeah.
to be a member,
Yeah.
and that's what they do. But
Yeah.
still, they're making money.
Yeah.
But they're gambling.
And the thing is, they can make money, I guess, if they sell you drinks or whatever. I don't know how it works. But places we went to were actually real clubs. They played in the back. You just play go in the back and play just play poker.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
But no, I want to hear more from you. I mean, I gave you a moment in the spotlight, but
No, I mean, but my point was with acting and movies and gambling, Texas hurts itself.
yeah.
It really does. They should bring both of those in and make a million,
That's
make billions
the
of
whole
dollars.
conservative movement, though, behind that. They believe all that stuff is a sin, so that all the churchgoers are the ones that
So they-
stop all
Right.
of it.
But they go to other states.
I
and
know,
do
but
it.
that's the whole thing. I mean, they could have all this stuff here and make a ton of money, and you regulate it and tax it, and you make more money.
Yeah.
Just like the lottery, we were supposed to have the lottery, and it was supposed to do all this stuff, and what happened? It didn't do anything.
But back to the love interest in the movie, I wouldn't want love in the movie. I
No.
want more blood and knives.
You're so gory.
she's about into killing people and
So
cutting
what,
penises off. And,
I'm gonna have to shut you off for a minute, Leonard. What is it about your blood and gore that fascinates you? I'm just trying to give her some time. Like, you love blood and gore, but what is that? What made that happen? Or just because you have red hair? I have a red beard sometimes when I grow it, but what made you go into this like horror
The
fad?
dark side.
Yeah, the dark side.
Probably the medical field.
Are you in the medical field?
I'm a cardiac tech. No, yeah.
That's awesome.
My father is a paramedic, and he has a
Mhm.
dark, sick sense of humor, and I got it from him.
Oh.
Yes, all the medical people are dark and gory
Oh.
because
Well, because you see that shit all the time, right?
it's like mechanics who get oily and they love it. Medical people
right.
become bloody, and we
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like you're like a incubus or succubus rather. Yeah. And what brought you into that dark side besides that? You just watched a lot of gory movies or just
Probably, but
yeah. It's mostly just seeing like harsh shit in the hospital.
that in my life.
Oh. What's your life like?
I had an interesting childhood.
Oh yeah? Do you want to shed a dark story real quick before we go back into film?
Just say that I've used my knives in real life.
Really? Yeah, we got her. Yeah, this is the CIA sting operation.
Yeah, I know. Come on, guys. Let's go.
That's why she doesn't use her real name.
No, her real name is Blade
Actually,
West.
my real name is Catherine West.
Oh, okay.
Maiden name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother's maiden name was Cahoon.
Cahoon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
Which is better than Cowherder, Vashon.
Yeah.
You kid, you know.
Yeah.
But her and her sister do a lot of costuming and special effects makeup. And
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I actually seen her in real clothes. You were like dressed up in these southern gowns. You looked absolutely gorgeous, and you still look great. And but it's good to see you in cash. Oh, what a
Navy issue combat boots here.
Oh, okay.
Still toed.
Nice. I get it.
Yeah.
If they're Navy issued
Yeah.
combat boots, I hope they're still
Yeah,
toed.
I bet.
Yeah.
But my sister and I do a lot of gore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On film or just in life?
In life. No, we love Halloween.
What's your favorite costume in Halloween?
Freddy Krueger,
Really?
Yeah.
You dress up like Freddy?
of course.
What?
No, actually, I wore Saran wrap one year, and went as a prime choice beef, and Freddy came and sliced it all off.
Anyways, let's go back to film before I get an erection. This is weird.
too late, man.
That's why I'm behind the desk. Hey, what's going on?
I wonder what that long black tablecloth was for. Stop moving your hands so fast.
He's
Yeah.
actually naked underneath there, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely just wore a shirt for you guys. Hey, what's up? But no, so this film project that you're doing, what do you want from it? What are you trying to achieve?
Oh, I just want to achieve that I can do it. You know, it's like a personal challenge to me to make a big movie. I've made a couple short films and worked on other films, and I just wanted to see. I was watching Kevin Smith the other day. He was talking about how he got.
Wait, Kevin Smith talks?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He talks forever.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
I was watching him how he talked about how he got started. And he got started, you know, he said, always surround yourself with people who say, yeah, let's do that, and not people who say, no, I can't do that, you know.
Did Jeremiah, the co-writer of
Yeah.
Death and Company, he just said on Facebook Live, he goes, Wayne, your voice is my fluffer. So,
Ooh,
yeah, baby.
it's sexy.
No, it's not sexy. It's you know, just cashy. It's good radio voice. Okay,
Yeah, it
I'll
sounds
give you
good.
that. Yeah, thank you.
My voice sucks, man.
Oh, my
No,
voice
it
sucks.
doesn't.
Oh, my voice is so bad.
Oh.
Droopy dog.
He just wants something to suck, is what it is.
What?
Yeah, you got a lollipop in your mouth half the
Yeah.
time.
She's always sucking on something, man.
I'm very
I wish
oral.
I you know, if I knew you were coming, I would have grabbed a bunch of bananas and see if you can do it in one bite.
I'm not going to go there.
As she puts a lollipop deep in her throat.
Yeah.
What? Come on, you guys seen this? No? All right. Well, hey. Anyways, back on track. Jesus Christ, gorgeous. Stop doing that.
That's what happens when you bring girls in, man.
No, yeah, that's true. I love having.
Plus, it makes the broadcast last a little bit longer.
Yeah, unlike my sex life.
You got a sex life?
No,
I feel
Really?
you got the monkey over there.
Yeah. Don't look inside him because it's just filled with my love.
Oh.
And
That's what- they
billions
don't call
of
them sock
dead
monkeys for
meats.
nothing, man.
Any man that keeps stuffed animals, you know, hey, he's such a good guy. You know, he's sweet.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I keep it for you to put on your lap. You know.
I had
That's
to have
good.
something to hug.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have a sex life either. Come on.
Stick around for the aftermath. Anyways, but you have a list of names
Yes, I
on
do.
a sheet of paper, and they're all a part of this film. Would you
That's
like
right.
to give them some plugs?
Give him some plugs.
Yes, I will.
Okay. So here's the
These are people who
uncivilized-
want to be or are involved in our movie, and we've got probably another 40 or so people that haven't confirmed yet, but they want to be a part of it. And if anybody does want to be a part of it, we're going to have a Facebook page up hopefully next couple of days, and we'll post that on Facebook, and then you can direct all your inquiries to that page. Uncivil Divide is the working title, and that's what our page is going to be about.
Right, and if you have any better titles, go ahead and
Yeah.
share
We're also,
and
if you want to give us a title that you think would be better,
yeah,
you'll get a free walk-on roll.
yeah, exactly. We'll put you on camera for
Yeah.
damn sure. But yeah, go ahead, Miss. Give us some plugs and what they're
Call
gonna
me
do.
Miss one more time, and I'll pull out my black
Are you
powder
serious?
pistol
So
and shoot you.
when I got to do it aside real quick. When I was a little kid, right, I was like 16. My first stock job was at Genado's Market in Dover, New Hampshire. Shout out to that. And I called a girl in her 20s, ma'am, and she flipped her fucking lid. So I always called Miss because one, it's sexy, and two, it's flattering because you're not called ma'am, which can be confused with man and all that bullshit. So
Yeah.
Just call me Blade.
okay, Blade. Lotus Blade. All right, I got you.
Gotcha.
All right, go ahead and plug away there, Blade.
Okay, there. Kevin Briley, Cynthia S. Dyer, Ronald Mercado.
Yeah, he was on the podcast. Actually, I have his card right here. If you want to look at it, there's my.
Ronald's helping us out a bit.
Yeah,
He's
he's
going to
the
help
best.
rewrite my script and do all kinds of. And Brian is going to be the main.
Brian who?
What was his name?
Kevin Briley.
Oh, Kevin Briley. He plays one of the brothers, and Izzy is playing his other brother.
Izzy, Israel Sperta? I cannot
So like we
pronounce-
just wrote this on paper. So
Yeah, we don't know how to pronounce people's names.
Well, I can't
forgive you
pronounce
if you're
his name
listening.
anyway.
I guess call him Izzy, man. So.
Yeah,
Izzy Inglea. No, fuck, I don't know. I fucked that up.
I cannot.
Iggy was the.
He's cool though. He's a really cool guy. I've got some great pictures.
And
of him.
their company's called Angel Mist Productions
Yes.
out of San Antonio, and they're real busy making other movies and commercials and shorts and all
And
kinds of
they're
stuff.
in a TV show too. It's a police show.
Yeah, I'm supposed to
Yeah.
play a Texas Ranger on their show, man.
No way.
Outstanding.
That's awesome.
I'm plugging myself.
So, back to you, Leonard. You build guns and props.
Well,
and-
my main job, my real job, I make Old West gun belts,
Okay.
and we sell them all over the world. You can check out VaqueroLeather.com.
And I'll have that in the comments below or the description below. So we'll
Yeah.
plug that for sure.
Yeah. But we do that, and that's how I make my money, my day job. And then that's how I got into the movies with my holsters and stuff. And then I started doing the wardrobe and props. I've probably done 2 or 3 movies, a couple music videos where I supplied the guns and props and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, you have a wide variety of costumes. Which is
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
mean, I did. If you look up Casey Donahue, Whiskey Baby, check that video out on YouTube. I did all the costuming and weapons on that. I did a movie called The OK Corral, a Brent Mauser movie out of San Antonio. That was the very first movie I did. That was back in 2004. Then I did a Civil War documentary for Hayes County called Colonel Peter Woods. I played Colonel Peter Woods. I produced it and hired all the cast and stuff. I did that. And we built a 60-foot gunboat. That
What?
was pretty cool. Yeah, man.
a 60-foot gunboat.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's amazing.
It was the coolest thing. We spent $20,000 just on the gunboat.
Wow.
I'll be making the ballroom gowns for the
You
movie.
make ballroom gowns?
Yes.
What?
And 1800s gowns.
Do you like sew them and all that?
I
jazz?
actually sew.
What?
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
I know. I have very few talents, but sewing is one of them.
Yeah.
No, I have many talents.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Can I see? No, it is.
Well, I left my staple gun at home, but I have a surgical staple gun.
Very cool.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can see that. That's the gunboat that was built.
For my Civil
That
War
looks
documentary.
fucking awesome.
If you go to Hayes County Historical Society, you can get a DVD for $15.
Whoa. $15 DVD. You gotta have a DVD player for that.
The Civil War movie.
Documentary called Colonel Peter Woods, and I played Colonel Peter Woods. That was my first production where I actually produced the whole thing. I hired everybody, I cast it and stuff, and it was probably about a 45-minute documentary and stuff.
Yeah.
And we shot it over, I don't know, a month. Took a month time to shoot it.
So
And we had a budget about $50,000. We spent $20,000 on the boat. We paid everybody. Everybody was paid and stuff. And I had cavalry units. I had artillery units and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
fuck.
And that's kind of how I got my connections through the Civil War deal to do this movie. And so I figure if I can make that, I can do this. So just one step above, but with no money.
So when you originally texted me and said you were going to be coming on to the podcast, you said you're like, oh, can you have 5 people? And I was like, I really can't. I mean, as you can see, I only have 3 available mics. I mean, we could share a condenser if we had 4, but like, I'm glad he didn't like over. I was.
Well, I told everybody not to come, and then we were supposed to have one more. Sydney was supposed to show up, but she didn't show up. So.
It's all right. Shout out to Sydney.
But next time we'll do. I'll bring a couple more guys once we get more involved.
Yeah,
I'm sure you want to be in the movie, right? You're going to be the
anything you want me to do, I definitely will do. I'll be flattered if you want me to be AD. For sure.
We're going to need a lot of crew guys. I mean, we're all going to be wearing several hats on this show. Yeah. Like when we're not acting, we're going to be doing crew work and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, with no budget, it's still.
Yeah.
As long as I'm fed and housed, I can go down and San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is I want a happy. I want everybody happy. I want everybody, no grouching, nobody getting mad at everybody. No. Especially when you're working for free. I'm not going to push boundaries on people and stuff. I mean, I want everyone to have a good time. I want them to have a good experience. So, like, the next movie we make, when we do have money, I'll invite everybody back. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works, Yeah. And if we do sell this money, everybody that's involved, from the smallest extra to the biggest guy, is going to get a piece of it. You know? I'm not going to shirk on nobody, man.
Well, I mean, I'm doing this as a hobby, so I really don't care about payment at the moment, which is like a downfall. And most people say is like, oh, why don't you get paid? I'm like, you know what? Because I enjoy doing it. And if they're going to do it for free, then I'll be there too. Well, doesn't matter.
I always say I will help out my friends and for free and stuff. But if it's like somebody I don't know, I want to get paid. But if you had a project, I'd help you out, man. If somebody else has a project, I'll help them out. Blade's got a project, I'll help her out.
Scratching backs.
Have you ever heard, do what you love and the money will follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I do my holster work. I've been the guy, I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I've never had to have a job just to pay the bills. I've always had a job. I always did what I wanted to do. I was always able to work. I mean, I've been doing my holster work for 20 years, and I was lucky. After 2 years after I started as a hobby, I went full time, and I've been full time for 20 years, and I've never had to work a day in my life. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So I mean, there's a lot of times I have no money, I'm broke, but I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What do you have a day job?
Yes.
What is that?
I'm an insurance agent.
Oh.
As well as a cardiac tech. Yes. Medicare.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. My mom is going through stuff with Medicare and stuff, so that's awesome.
But this is what I love. This is my passion.
Yeah. Are you available to like just take off work and just do it, or?
I'm independent. I do what I want when I want.
Damn, girl.
Yes. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll ask you both separately, and I'll start with you, Leonard. What was your favorite on film set gig that you had, whether you're acting, props? What was your favorite?
Probably behind the scenes as props because it's not as much pressure.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a specific film project that you're working on that was really...
This last one, Death and Compromise, was probably my favorite because it seems like everybody got along on the set. Everybody had a good time. Mm-hmm. On most other sets that I've worked on, it could be $100 million or no $1 million set, there was always some asshole around, you know. And there wasn't any assholes on this last one. I mean, of course, I could have been the asshole, didn't know it, man. But
I don't know. I think we all had our ass moments.
But
I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah.
But I mean, it was everybody seemed to get along fine, and I had fun. We worked our asses off. We worked long days and stuff. So I mean, that was the hardest part. Is just the days stacked on top of days without rest.
Yeah.
And
like one 16-hour day.
Yeah. I mean, I was driving back to Lockhart every night, so I was driving an hour.
The smallest day we had was when we cut that one location. So it was like a lot of standing around. But what about you, Miss? Oh, sorry. What about you, Blade?
For me, my favorite part would be the costumes and the weapons.
I know, but I'm trying to ask a specific time
Pacific time.
Not Pacific time, present time.
Present time.
But when was your favorite film project that you worked on?
Oh, Death and Compromise of the
Really?
latest, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well, I
would be
mean, now you're going to be principal actress on
Uncivilized Divide.
Divide. Yes, thank you. I was like, shit, this is
Yeah,
it. Yes, it
I still can't remember it, man.
Yeah.
It's Ron's fault, man. He's the one who came up with the idea. Man.
Yeah, I mean, that
Ron
was
McCall.
just.
We gotta have a better title. If the actors can't even remember what movie they're in, we're in trouble, man.
I'm sure it's going to be something memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But,
the costumes will be amazing because I'll make sure. The
Yeah, we're
ladies
gonna.
are.
Our opening scene is a ballroom dance with
Bet.
stuff, so it's gonna be a lot of
Oh, very
costuming
cool.
and that
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Gonna have my hands on weapons. They'll be buried somewhere in my room, I'm sure.
Yeah.
yeah, she gets to play with guns and knives. She gets to kill a guy with a sword, sticks him through where sticks to the door.
So with when you do props, right, and you have guns, you have two different types, right? You have the caps and you have the blanks.
Right.
And what is the difference for people that don't know?
Well, when we're doing like Civil War era, like when we did Death and Compromise, we're using cap and ball guns, which are black powder guns, where they don't have a cartridge, and they have a cap on it, and it's just a cap like a cap on a cap gun. It just goes
Right.
pop, and then when you load the powder and stuff, it's like a real gun, except there's no bullet.
Right.
And you have the
So
same
you can still
amount of
injure somebody, right?
yeah,
Yes.
up close. Up
Like,
to
what
15,
is-
about 15, 20 feet is the safe distance.
Shit,
you wanna-
that far away?
Well,
Definitely.
the powder will.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It will burn you. I mean,
Yeah.
I shot myself in the leg one time and caught my pants on fire.
No.
just from a blank. I was
Holy
playing around. My leg is on fire.
You burned a hole in your pants?
No.
It just hurt.
It just caught on fire. You put it out real fast.
I've had
No.
flames come out of my black powder gun with 40 grains of powder
Yeah,
in it.
it'll shoot a muzzle flash about a foot long. Man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And that muzzle flash would, like,
Would-
if you...
Yeah.
It would
yeah.
burn
I mean, like
someone.
if I shot this monkey, it would blow him up.
Don't shoot the monkey.
Yeah. I used to do that. Just test it to see how
Test
close.
it on, like, dolls and
yeah.
shit. Yeah, wow.
I once had a guy come up to me and show me the side of his finger where the powder had hit him.
And what did it
It
look
burned
like?
him.
Was it like a third-degree burn? Like
No, it
blister
was
up?
just the black powder had hit him, and I was 15 feet away from him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
He moved his
I've been
hand.
peppered in the face before, like when
Yeah.
we're doing gunfight reenactments, and you give it to these rookie guys. Don't aim at their face, man. Okay? When you shoot a gun, don't aim at anybody. You
Yeah,
kinda-
I mean, that's a...
yeah.
and
It's
they-
just
they teach
and like when
that
you do movies,
very
it's a lot different because a lot of times the gun is just shooting at the camera. You're really not shooting at anyone close by, so that's how you get away with a lot of the stuff. And a lot of it you do in post production where you add the sound and stuff like that. And now with CGI, you don't even have to have a real gun anymore. A lot of people CGI in
Yeah,
muzzle
that's,
flash.
well, that's the thing where
Now,
you're,
like on our-
you're doing
our-
this non-budget,
Yeah.
and
Now
without a
we
budget.
will be using real guns though. We're gonna have
Right.
real guns and we're gonna have real
Yeah.
cannons that are firing.
How do you do a real cannon fire then?
We shoot real cannons. You have to be out in the country. If you're close to a house, it'll blow the windows out. Just the concussion from the blast.
So, oh, man, I want to be on
Yeah.
set just to see you guys shoot these fucking cannons off.
Yeah, they're loud, man. They
Yeah.
shoot like a pound of powder, man.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Wow.
And right now, as far as I know, we've got 2 cannons lined up. I'm trying to get a couple more, but I want when we do the movie, it's going to look like we have like 8 or 9 cannons,
Dude.
So it's going to be pretty cool. We've got a drone already. The guys from Angel Mist have a drone we're going to use.
Oh, I love drone shots.
So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a blast.
Did you guys see that silly contraption? It's by Air, and it's a selfie drone. So
I've heard
it
of
it looks like a cell phone, and in a cell phone case, you take it out, you put your hand up, and then you let it go, and it starts flying, and then you can take selfies of yourself.
Wow.
Are you
Isn't that fucking
serious?
stupid? I mean, it's
just amazing what they can do, man.
$283.13 on
Yeah.
Amazon right now, and why? The thing looks fucking cool. That's why, because I want to know, like, does it just stay stationary or can you move it? And it's all like you can control it with your cell phone.
Yeah.
So it's technological advances right now are.
Well,
are
drones.
pretty
There's
crazy.
drones everywhere now. I went to Target,
Yeah.
and I was walking through there, and they had all these drones there, and I started looking at the drones, and the ones they had were in the cheaper category compared to drones. But you know,
Right.
you work them on, you control them with your cell phone or your iPad or whatever you want,
Yeah.
man. And I thought that would be cool just to have one to play with, man.
Yeah,
You
same.
know, just cruise around, spying on people, you know.
I just do porn with it.
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
what I
I
would
just
do.
have it floating
Just
around
floating
my room.
around,
Just floating
cruising
around.
around,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, let's change position. Hold on a second. Let me grab the drone and put it over here.
Yeah.
And see
Yeah,
this. Let's
right.
get a real clip, like
Yeah.
a slow pan into the vagina. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You could be shooting a porno from over here.
Yeah, we talk porn on FoxMantis Radio. Who
Yeah,
gives a
yeah.
shit?
Not a fucking soul.
Look up BladeWest.com. She's on porn.
Okay, are my daughters watching this? Yeah,
Let's get your
probably
daughters
so.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
It is funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like listening to Jason when he was on there, at least with his girlfriend. Yeah, so that was cool.
Oh my God, Amy, she's awesome. She's funny. She's cool. I mean, Jason's a very talented person, so he needs a very the way her mind works is so analytical and very broken down. It's a perfect pair for him to have a woman like that, like helping him out, so she can, you know, break down like simple things and keep track of everything, because she's by the books, very intelligent. So yeah, shouts to Amy.
Yeah, Jason lives in Locker where I do. I need to hook
Knudsen
up with him, man. So
and Jason Zentner. Yeah, they're awesome. I want them to come back. Probably not this month, but next month. I want them to like do some crazy stuff and then come back and drink another bottle of whiskey with me, and then you know. But shout outs to them. Hunter Wayne too. He was on.
yeah,
the
he's gonna
podcast.
be in our movie, man. He's gonna
Nice.
be in there. So at least he said he wanted to be. I haven't talked to him since,
Well,
but
get
I'm sure
in
he'll
touch.
be in it. Man.
He's busy right now doing Death Dimension, a film that we worked on. This is a plug of my own. You got to go to the Howard Theater in Taylor, Texas on May 29th. We're actually doing a live stream. Crazy. So you can go in and you can just sit there and watch the theater production where they reenact the situation. Or you can watch it on the video screen behind the actors, or you can plug in a VR set and watch it in virtual reality in 180 degrees. So it's like really fucking cool.
What's the movie about, man?
It's just basically the premise is this guy played by Ed Neal, who was in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre as the hitchhiker, and he doesn't know what is real and what isn't. And go check it out, because it's one of those things where maybe you won't know what's real and what isn't. So therefore, you'll get a full spectrum of theater, movie, and virtual reality that you've never experienced before. And so check that out. Like I said, it's going to be May 29th, Howard Theater, Taylor, Texas. It's going to be awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going seeing that.
I love
Yeah,
get
you
a-
should. Yeah.
Is it free or you got to pay to get in
You
there?
gotta pay like, I don't know, like $10 or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
Remind me and I'll go check it out.
For
man.
sure. I'll send out stuff, and he's been posting for a while. I mean, the thing about that particular individual, Hunter Wayne, is he is a young kid with enough funding to do all this stuff and be able to go to these festivals and promote all this stuff, and he's huge into horror. So I recommend you definitely check it out, because this guy has not only done his research, but he's gotten funding and he's gotten everything taken care of, and it's going to be such a great. I'm going to be there. I'll be there May 29th. I'll be there helping out wherever he needs, because I was a assistant director on that too, and I cannot wait to see that in its full sense of what it is. And plus, he's taking care of this old school theater that. Was off and on facing shutdown because of Alamo Draft House and all this stuff. So you finally get that like old school theater Texas style, and it's so great that he's trying to bring that back to life. So
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
Mhm.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I just love his voice. He has a phenomenal voice.
he can do an astounding Gilbert Godfrey impression,
Are you serious?
and you would not expect that from that guy. And
Wow.
he's a talented individual, and props to Hunter Wayne, and I love you. But yeah, so that's something to check out at the end of this month. Do you guys have anything you're doing besides this project? Like, what do you got?
Not right now. I mean, we're still waiting to finish up Death and Compromise and.
Have you talked to Brian? Or?
I haven't talked to anyone, man.
Man, I haven't talked to
Because
Brian or John.
what's his name? I talked to one of the guys. He said it's going to be like 6 to 8 weeks before they do anything. So, which is good because I got a lot of personal stuff to take care of. I'm way behind on my holster business because I've been doing all this movie stuff, and I got people complaining, "Where's my holsters? Where's my holsters?" They're on their way, guys. If you're listening and you're my customer, I promise you, they're on their way. So, get that going, man.
What about you? Do you have any acting gigs or?
I have a gig at the end of the month, and then I'll be moving to San Antonio in 2 months.
Where do you live now?
Granbury, Texas.
Where the fuck is that?
32 miles southwest of Fort Worth.
Where the fuck is... No, kidding.
You don't know where Fort Worth is. Do you know where Dallas, Texas
he's
is?
He's a Yankee, man.
I'm a Yankee, and the only thing I know is, like, Austin. I've been down to Blanco now, or over to Blanco now, and I've been to, what is it called? Fredericksburg? I love that. You know, Fredericksburg, there's it's called Main Street, and you can drink openly.
Yeah, that's Germans, cool. Man.
Well, you can drink openly in Granbury, Texas on the square.
I love you.
Jesse James is buried there.
What?
Yeah, and John Wilkes Booth owned the saloon there.
Does he still own it?
Well, he's dead. His ghost is there.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Jesse James deal. They think Jesse James is buried there, but he's not. It's like a whole myth story, man. And if you go to Granbury, it's like one of their myths, legends, or whatever.
It's like Roswell. Are there aliens?
Yeah.
In March, I carried the Confederate flag in the General Granbury Parade. We won Best in Parade.
Oh.
Yeah, you can still carry a Confederate flag there.
Yeah.
I feel like anywhere in the South, you're allowed to do it. And I know that's controversial in a lot of different aspects, but you know what? It's like, it's been just like, and this is controversial, but just like, black people that carry around the slavery card all the time. Give the Confederates their Confederate
the thing is,
card,
it's part of our history, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Like, I personally don't, to me, slavery is wrong and the way it has been wrong. But in part of the South, I mean, there's a lot of people in the South that thought it was wrong too, and stuff like that.
But the flag has nothing to do with slavery.
Like I said, it doesn't. It's part of your history.
It was
what really makes me mad is some of the bullshit that they do. Like, they took off Dukes of Hazzard because they had a Confederate flag on their car. They took it off the air just because of that. Now, that's stupid. Why was it okay for all these years to be on the air, but all of a sudden, because some black person or Black Lives Matter got mad at it, and then they have to take it off? To me, that's just being a pussy about it. You know.
All right, this is 3 white individuals talking about the subject. For people that don't know, we're all white. But and that's the thing is, like, we're getting more. This is America, the melting pot, and we're getting more, integrated into different societies and different cultures, and some people like it's not a perfect system, and so we have freedom of speech, but yet it's getting to the point where social media has been taking over, and it's getting more and more censored. So it's like, fuck, like, we have freedom of speech, but you can't, you don't see me on Facebook saying, like, the N-word or anything like that. You can't even say like, you midget is, like, controversial now. It's like, come on, man. Like,
it's all getting too
I can't show my breast in public anymore.
This is FoxMantis Radio. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But seriously, only 1% of the people owned slaves back then.
Well, it was like the same thing.
But they owned a lot of them. That's the thing.
The problem is, it was like the 1% there is now. The rich people. It was all rich people.
Well, I mean, they're trafficking African Americans since like the 1500s.
Yeah, I mean,
and it took till 300 and almost 400 years later before we're like, nah, we probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
fucking British, man.
Yeah.
I know, but do you know the Scottish and the Irish were the first slaves here?
Oh yeah, indentured servants for sure. I'm Irish. I know that.
Yeah.
But so this is a statistic that I just looked up, and basically within 10,000 trips, they enslaved about 2.5 million people.
I know, it was wrong.
And 1 million people didn't survive the fucking trip.
Yeah, because they would
But-
jam them
these
in there like
close
sardines.
quarters, yeah.
They would have them in.
Yeah.
You ever see those pictures of the boats? They just have them
Absolutely,
stacked
and they
in
have the
layers
outlines
of them, man.
of where they're supposed to be, and it's like, shit, man. There's no. We've all seen Roots.
Yeah.
All right.
I know, we've seen it.
Yeah, I'm saying we all.
But it had nothing to do with the South wanting to keep them. I belong to the Sons of the Confederate Veterans.
Yeah, but those were the guys who wanted to keep them.
No, actually, the North kept them after the war was over.
They paid them.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
were
difference.
actually paid, man. And
Yeah,
a
they
lot
got paid.
of the slaves stayed in the South because they actually
They had good owners.
well
Like,
they
not
had
all-
they
not
had
all
they
owners
had
were fucking
they
shitty.
had to get paid
No.
to stay there. They paid them as
a lot of Southern owners actually, bedded some
Yeah.
slaves. And became wives.
Did any of y'all see that Matthew McConaughey movie about the slavery deal? That was a really good movie. I can't remember the name of it. I mean, it didn't do very well at the box office, but
No, I don't think any slavery movie besides 12 Years a Slave where they,
yeah.
Oh,
that
but they
was a
showed
good
a lot of
movie.
that
That
about
really- I saw
they
that
freed the
movie.
slaves
Yeah.
and stuff. And after the war, they were really well off. And then a few years later, the Democrats took over, and they're the ones who wanted slavery back, and so they
Yeah.
almost, it wasn't slavery, but they had a deal. Okay, you can pay your slaves, you have to pay them, but a lot of them stopped paying them the money they owed them, but they had nowhere else to go because they couldn't leave. So it was like slavery in the first place.
Yes.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, but yeah, slavery was just a big mistake. I mean, it's just the way it was.
Well, the thing is, it was so widely accepted
yeah,
at that time.
I mean,
so,
and it's called being evolved. You evolve. And
yeah, well, once we, classified them as a full human being, then it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Even when back where they're worth like 2/3 a vote,
yeah.
it's still, they classified as human, and then it's like, well, you fucked up. You shouldn't have done that. Now
Yeah.
they're humans. So
Yeah.
what the,
Yeah.
and, we bred them to be the best they can be.
Yeah.
And it shows in
Yeah.
all sports events and all that.
Well, I mean, that's why they bought them as slaves anyway, because they were much stronger and had more endurance than white people did and everything else. And they were basically animals to us,
Yeah, but damn, what are you laughing about over there? The alcohol's getting you.
No,
Hey.
it's something that was just said, and I'm not going to repeat it.
You're not gonna repeat it? Okay. Well, safe on you.
Okay. We bred them to be the best they can be.
That's what he said.
That's what I said. Why are
Yeah.
you looking at him? No, I said that.
I know.
Because we did. We made him the biggest, baddest.
And
things
the reason,
we
the
could.
thing
Yeah,
is, like
they're-
I said, the reason we brought them
Only
over
the
here
strong
is because
survive.
they were
Yeah,
stronger
that-
and had more endurance. I mean, they were a lot tougher than we are.
I used to breed miniature schnauzers.
Nope. Stop. We're talking about human beings right now.
I know. But
And I,
Just-
I love the transition for
they're humans.
for black rights. Yeah, that's
Yes.
great.
We're probably getting in trouble, so we better.
Yeah.
But that's nothing to do with the Sons of the Confederate Veterans. And my flag,
So the
that's-
flag represents what to you then?
Well, the white strip represents God. It represents
Mhm.
freedom.
Mhm.
Represents freedom of speech.
Right, and you're a Catholic, right?
Yes, I was raised Catholic.
And you're Christian.
Well, my wife is Catholic. We go to a Catholic church, but I'm not
Okay.
Catholic.
But
Yeah.
in Granbury, I go to a non-denominational church.
Oh.
Actually, the Triple Cowboy Church. Triple Cross Cowboy Church. We actually wear jeans and cowboy hats and all that nice stuff. Knives and guns and you name it.
So, if the zombie apocalypse happens, Texas is safe.
Pretty
Yes.
much. Yeah, no zombies or North Koreans will ever come to Texas.
what do you think about North Korea right now?
You know what? That's a
Let's talk
scary
politics.
situation, and I don't know if there's an easy situation to get out of. You know
We're
what I'm
in
saying?
trouble, guys.
Well, I mean,
Are we?
I don't.
think California's in trouble. 'Cause
Yeah.
They only have access to shoot.
I don't
California.
think they would ever have the capability to shoot one off, and I think we have the capability to stop whatever they have.
So we have 19 aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
That's every country combined that
Yeah.
has aircraft carriers. We still have more than them.
We also have the Star Wars program.
Yes, we do.
And I actually think we're blowing their missiles up before they launch. I think we're cyber attacking.
The only one that
We
has
are.
better missile defense in the world is Israel,
Yeah.
because they're the ones
Well,
that will blow them out.
The
of the
thing
sky
is, we
before they
gave
get
them
there.
that technology too.
We helped fund it. We didn't give them that technology. They created it and we funded it, and they. I mean, they're at constant war at this, all the time, and they haven't lost yet. So,
I don't think they ever will, because we'll always bail them out.
I mean, us, Britain, and all the superpowers for sure.
And the thing is, just like Iran, I think we would bomb them before they had the capability of going nuclear. Or we would let Israel do it.
Well, I mean, the scary thing is, like, when it comes down to those two very different religions, very similar but very different. When it comes down to Islam and the Jewish faith, is they have way more funding in Israel and way more people backing them. They did the right move, retreating and getting consulants from America during World War II, and that's where they got that provenance, But in that 60 years, man, they've been through 8 wars. They've never been penetrated.
Well, everyone in Israel knows how to fight. That's the whole thing.
Well, that's the thing. Is like
they all have to go to the military. The women, everybody.
Yeah, women have to serve at least. I think it was like a year and a half. Men have to serve at least 36 months. Yeah. And so, technically, everybody that is an adult there knows combat training. Yeah. And that's the difference. Thing that keeps America safe is that we just have so much money thrown into the military, billions and billions more than any other country in the world, and so and then we're not top when it comes to nuclear sophistication. I think Russia has that, but we have way more nukes than Russia.
Yeah, we outnumber them 10-1, I think.
Yeah, and they only have one. I think they have 2 aircraft carriers, so it's going to be really hard for them to do anything.
And their aircraft carriers are much inferior than ours are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think they only have one that's actually working right now. I stayed pretty close to all the military stuff.
I know that Britain has just developed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
And Great Britain used to be the naval
now
capital
the Chinese
of the world.
are supposed to have a deal that they have a missile that will blow up an aircraft carrier. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Well, China's not going to get involved.
No. China's
going
only
through their
exists
own
because of
struggles.
us.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for our buying all their crap, they wouldn't exist.
No, they would exist. They would. I mean, they've been.
They wouldn't be
thousands of
rich
years.
though. We made them rich. I mean.
Oh well, they're fucking gold hungry.
Yeah.
They own 33% of the world's gold
Yeah.
right now because they keep buying into it, and they're not stupid. They have really good engineers, but unfortunately, we got 2-point-something billion people there.
Yeah.
Most of them are peasants.
Yeah. Well, it's an unequal society. You have a lot of billionaires. I had a lot of Chinese people come to Lockhart one day because they wanted to invest in building drones in Lockhart, and I was one of the entertainers that had to entertain them. I dressed up like a cowboy and did gun spinning and stuff.
Oh, this guy's so good at that.
Yeah. Anyway, but the mayor of this town was a billionaire, and he's the mayor of a town, and everyone that was with him was a billionaire, but everyone that lives in the town is just peasants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there isn't no middle class. You're either rich or you're poor. There is no middle class. Now, even the people that are working are poor. I mean, there isn't like we have a middle class. We go to work. We work.
We have a big middle class.
Yeah. I mean, but they have, they're even the people that work, a lot of their workers make nothing. I mean, they make 60 cents a day or something. It's
It's ridiculous.
And that's one reason they didn't build a factory there, because they didn't want to pay the employees anything.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even want to pay a minimum wage. I said, well, you have to pay them at least a minimum. Oh, no. So they didn't build a factory there. Because we can just build it cheaper in China. Yeah.
So what do you think of, we're going political. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's more fascinating. And I really haven't dabbled with a lot of guests here, but let's just do it. Trump's 100 days.
Yeah.
I think it's 115 or 112 days. He finally passed his health care bill by one vote.
Right.
Did he?
Yes, and so there is a Trump care now.
I hadn't seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, they passed it day before yesterday or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And on Friday or Thursday.
Yeah.
And how do you guys feel about that? If that
Well,
means
you know what?
anything to
I will tell you this. I supported Trump.
Yeah.
And he's made...
You voted for Trump?
I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump as well.
He's my 16th
And
cousin.
I've the reason
Really?
this is the first time I voted. And he was the only person I like because
In your
I
entire
hate
life?
I hate politicians. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't a big Obama supporter, and it had nothing to do with him being black. It just had a lot to do with I didn't agree with a lot of the things he did. And I actually, when he won, I was hoping Obama would change the world. I thought he was going to do something good. You know, we finally get somebody in there to do something. And
well, he did get cockblocked by the Republicans.
yeah,
pretty
well,
hard.
that's the whole thing.
'Cause
And
they
the thing
had
is, he made everything more divided.
Yeah.
Instead of working with people, and now Trump's doing the same thing. It's like now it's our turn. Instead of everyone should be working together, it's Republicans against Democrats, and nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. I mean, this health care deal, Obamacare was going to implode anyway, the way it was designed, and he's trying to fix it. And whether he's fixing it or making it worse, that's yet to be said. I don't know. I mean, because there's not you don't know until it takes effect. You know, I don't know what's right. I was watching the news. I watch the news every morning about what's going on, and they were talking about all the Sunday
channel?
morning. All of them. I watch everything.
Okay.
And I like to spread it around because I like to make my own opinions. I don't want to be influenced by this guy or that guy or this guy or that. I try to make my own opinion. So I watch everything, and some are biased against him, some are biased for him. You know, so the truth is probably in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so.
I think
One person said, no, he's going to make all these people not pay. They're going to lose all their insurance. They're going to lose. And I was listening to the guy who's in charge of the healthcare, Spicer or whatever his name is. And
Sean Spicer.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Sean Spicer is the...
He's the guy who's actually Secretary of Health or whatever his name
Yeah.
is. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he was on NBC or something this morning. And he said, listen, no one's losing their coverage. What's happening is... You now have the right. You don't have to get insurance if you don't want to. You know, they keep saying, well, 20 million people are going to lose their insurance. They're not losing anything, but we're not making them get insurance. Like Obama, the rule was you had to have insurance.
I never signed up for that shit because I had health insurance at the time. I don't have it now.
But the thing is, and to me, that's what it should be. Like if you're 20 years old, why do you need health insurance?
Well, I mean,
you know,
with the great thing about Obama that he did was gave you family insurance through 26.
Right.
And that was cool. I wish, that happened like a year later before I lost mine, but still.
Like I've got diabetes, I have to have insurance. And stuff.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of money on medicine and stuff. I know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you're 20 years old or 26 years old and your employer doesn't have your insurance, like I had friends of mine who didn't have insurance. They got fined $750 for not having insurance, so they had to go get insurance. But then their deductible's $10,000. You know, so why did you have insurance? You can't use it. We had real crappy insurance that every time I went to the doctor, I ended up spending $100 anyway because my deductible was so high. I had to pay full price. So what the hell do I have insurance for?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
So now you won't be fined for not having it.
Yeah, now you won't get fined. They're not going to make you, like I said, if you don't want insurance, don't get insurance. But it's up to you. If you get hurt, then you're screwed, you know. So it's a gamble, you know.
Or you just never pay your bill. And
just run.
And then your credit's ruined.
Right.
So. But hopefully now that health...
And the thing is, we've always taken care of the poor people anyway. The poor people have always gotten their shit free because they don't have any money, you know. So that's the way it goes.
Yeah, but what do you think about I mean, universal health care for America,
the biggest
Canada
problem with that,
Australia.
like I've been overseas. I don't know if you've ever been overseas or not.
I've been to Australia.
You know, but Australia has really good insurance.
Yes,
so,
they do.
But like if you go to these other countries, the thing is, America has so many people. It is so big. It would cost so much money to insure everyone to make sure you got good insurance.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these countries are small, and you go to the hospital. And you get pretty crappy care, you know what I'm saying?
Blade, what do you think about that?
Well, like Canada, at a certain age, they decide whether they're going to cure you or not.
Right.
Yeah, like if you're 80 years old, oh, you get cancer. I'm sorry,
Or you're
you're already
70,
past
I
the
think.
cutoff. Cutoff.
I think it is at 70 actually.
Yeah, I mean, once you get an age point, they won't give you chemo or stuff like that.
Or if your
So,
kidneys are failing
Yeah,
and you need kidney transplant, they won't transplant you.
I just had a friend of the well, my brother and sister's aunt just passed away from organ failure. So, yeah, it happened like I think yesterday. So shout out to,
I'm sorry.
to her. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, at least they tried. They tried.
Well, my wife, mother,
Mm-hmm.
had kidney transplant. She actually got it on Christmas Day, and we had to go to the hospital on Christmas and stuff because she had real bad diabetes and her kidney shut down and she was on dialysis. And it lasted for a while, but then it failed also, and she finally passed away.
Yeah, that's sad,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
Earlier, before we started recording, I made a comment that health insurance agents were restricted to only being able to sell health insurance 3 months out of the year, and I'm hoping he's going to remove that restriction.
Wait, 3 months out of the year? Why?
Yes, because it was from October to January to October or something like that. October to January or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that, but so hopefully we'll be able to do it all year long again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take a brief moment, and because this only goes for, I think Facebook Live only goes for an hour and a half. So we're at an hour 10. I'm going to finish this real quick, and then I'm going to take a brief moment real quick. All right, and we're back.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. So I'll take a brief sidetrack. This is a question I like to ask a lot of people. Do you believe that there is life in outer space?
Of course.
Of course.
I would assume there's something out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff out there, so there's got to be something.
Yeah. Do you think there's aliens on this planet?
On this planet?
Yeah, right now.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, anything's possible. You can never say no to nothing to me. You know?
Yeah.
I think so.
You think so? What about like the there's like all this like jibber jabber about like the shape shifting reptilians? Is that something? That
Nah, I don't know about that.
I
would say
I think that's
I
crazy.
think maybe aliens landed like a long time ago, like
Mhm.
when we were like prehistoric or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions out there that I'm not smart enough to answer.
Do you think they like genetically altered us? What do you think?
No.
Well, if you look at the pyramids and
Mhm.
you could see the hieroglyphics, if I said that right,
Let's say you did.
probably didn't.
Okay, it didn't
Yeah.
sound like a word, but anyways.
Not hieroglyphics. Those are what you use
Oh,
to start fire.
hieroglyph-
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
I'm slurring now.
That's all right.
But you can see that they had spacemen on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, people came from outer space and visited.
Do you think they like genetically altered us to see? I mean, this is all
I don't
exactly.
know. Anything's possible though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, why did we human beings become smarter than
Right.
regular animals and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you believe in evolution or do you believe in creation?
I don't
mean,
believe
I think
in- I don't believe in either or.
I think the answer is somewhere in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think anything's possible.
I think that all the ancient religions that we used to have, whether the Greeks, the Romans,
Yeah.
the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Egyptians, the ancient Hindi, Chinese, they all had some origin story,
Right.
and it all like came down to a creator God. So
Yeah. To me, like I believe in God. Now, does that God cover everybody? Is that the same God that Buddha is, or
right,
like
exactly.
because most religions are man-made religions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person.
Yeah, same here.
I believe in God. I believe in now. At the same time, like I said before, I get more out of God when I'm riding my horse through the woods and listening to the birds chirp and all this stuff than I ever go to church. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm with God at that moment. I'm sitting there talking to Him or listening to Him. Or
Right.
whatever.
And you just got out of church today, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a Catholic church, but it
Mhm.
was a communion for, like a 6-year-old boy, his
Oh,
first
cool.
communion. But there is a higher power, and sometimes that higher power is a sniper on the roof. It just depends on what you believe in.
Ah, see, that's cool. I just want to throw that out there. That's one of my interesting questions. I have a silly question for y'all. If you were had to categorize yourself as a block of cheese, what cheese would it be and why?
I like cheddar cheese, man.
You're a cheddar cheese guy, and why?
I'm a simple guy. I don't like exotic cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a cheddar guy, man. That's all I like. When I
Yeah.
make a grilled cheese sandwich, I make cheddar cheese.
White or white? Sorry, white or white? white or yellow? Sorry,
Yellow, man.
yellow cheddar.
Yeah.
I'm habanero.
Oh, okay. That's spicy. I'm a feta guy. Everything's better with feta.
Well, why are you feta?
It's salty. You guys are making me salty. No, that's cool. Do you have any questions for me, or do you want to do any plugs?
I just want to plug the movie one more time, Uncivil Divide. If you guys want to get involved with it, give us a shout out or look for our page the next couple of days. If it's not up, look at one of my pages or Blades West pages and hit me up. I'll be posting some stuff later on today probably about it and stuff. And
Sweet.
So if you want to be involved in it, if you're a reenactor or know someone who wants to be in it, it's a Civil War period movie. We're looking for people who have their own period costumes and weapons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's a non-paid movie. No one's getting paid from the top to the bottom. It's all volunteer work and stuff like that. So it's going to be a blast. Though when I say it's going to be a big movie, it's going to be a big movie. I'm talking over 100 people involved in this movie. So,
Nice.
Donate your blood.
Yeah.
You're scaring the shit out of me in a good way.
She scares the shit out of me, man.
Yeah.
I gotta
My
take her
blood
home
flowing
after a
somewhere.
while. So I don't
Hey,
know.
I
I mean,
won't-
if you guys don't see me in a couple days on Facebook, look
Hey,
for
if you
Blade
don't
West.
see me,
Man.
you might look for him.
Oh shit! It's a catch-22 coin
Yeah.
flip. Who's gonna kill who?
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Right. No one's killing anybody. Let's throw that there.
We're not
We-
really
yeah.
killing anyone.
Yeah.
We might be practicing though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just like I tell all the ladies when we're talking about making babies, it's just practice.
Right. And I have to warn you that when I'm in character, I stay in character till it's over with.
Oh, method.
I am definitely a method actress.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just make shit up, man.
Yeah, I'm more of an improvisation.
Yeah, I
person
love.
myself.
I'm an improv.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I hate reading scripts. I hate memorizing scripts. I like just to play it off the cuff and make shit up. Man.
I ad lib, but I will stay in character.
That's my girl. No, you need some method actors in a production
Yeah.
for sure. You need people that are like fully encompass that
Right.
role and.
Well, I enjoy watching an actor that really does take his time and learn the character and
Mhm.
becomes that character,
Yeah.
and just to study him and watch him do that. Personally, I don't think I could do that. I mean, I don't think I have
think
the
I could
skill.
do method acting.
I don't think
but-
I have the skill level
Yeah.
or the want to. I guess. I mean, but I like when I do my movies, like I pretty much play myself as that character. I don't try to be someone else. I just be me. and
I've
stuff
had
like-
people come up and ask me, am I speaking to Catherine or am I speaking to Blade? And try
Oh.
to sell insurance as Blade.
Oh.
Like you
That's
are gonna
sharp.
sign that contract,
Bitch.
or I am gonna slice your
Yeah,
throat.
especially when she's dressed in a Victorian outfit with
Right.
knives.
Well, they can't see that, but
No,
Hey,
that's what she would.
Oh, really? No, I'll show up at the door. Excuse me. I'm in my petticoats with knives all over and blood dripping from my fingertips.
That's why
Hey.
she's
Damn.
number one insurance salesman in Granbury.
Yeah.
there's only 2 interns.
Yeah, she's the only
It's
one.
her
man, yeah.
and there was others.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
there were-
they all quit.
Yeah, there were.
They're all
other,
missing. They're all missing. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't mention the name
Right.
of the companies, but yeah, 'Cause- yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I think I just farted.
Is that body that just rolled off the roof?
Right?
I have to tell you a
We
funny
have
story.
spies. Go ahead, tell me a funny
So
story.
I'm in the Amtrak train car,
Mhm.
and this guy had gone downstairs to go to the restroom, and I'm in my 2 seats that I keep to myself.
Yeah.
This guy sits on the other side of the aisle, and he starts talking to me. He's about 25. He's
Mhm.
telling me his life story, and he tells me he's a sex offender, and he would like to come sit with me. So he asked where my husband is. So I'm like, well, he's in a box.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He said, how big's the box? I said, it's about this big, actually. It's
This big meaning like a shoebox size.
Yeah, there's
No,
only
it's
18
about-
of them, though.
18 by by 20. He goes, you
Okay.
don't seem too
Look,
sad
look,
about
look,
it. I said,
she
no,
also
the
carries-
worst part about it was I couldn't really find the shovel to bury him. So he said, well, I really think I should leave. So he leaves, and all the other men in the car left too. I was
Aw.
the only woman in the car, and I got left all by myself.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tell people that you're killing your lovers.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I quite enjoyed it. I had
Yeah.
the whole car to myself all the way to
right.
San Antonio.
Yeah, that's. I probably wouldn't have left. I would have just sat next to you and be like, hey. But he was a sex offender, so fuck that dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Come
talking
on.
about, because I was going to take the arrows out of my hair and stab him in the leg.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You have arrows in your hair
Yeah.
right now?
Well, I did have when I got here. See?
Oh, fuck. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. So you're dangerous.
That's why I hang out with her.
And you.
She's my
you know,
bodyguard.
yeah,
man.
exactly. And you have a bunch of guns. And I have a leftover knife from a podcast. My buddy Charlie Hayes left this, and so this is all I got. So don't fuck with me, 'cause I'm dangerous too.
Yeah, a little bit of you with the big mouth.
That's right.
Y'all need to shut up. Quiet on set.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the bullhorn. That was,
Yeah,
that was
Is
fun.
that your own
cool. I
bullhorn?
think
No,
everybody
that was
needs
Brennan
one.
Torres's. He brought it for me. I don't know if it was his, but he brought it.
You don't have your own?
I don't have my own yet. No.
You need to get
Well, you
your
gotta
own.
get your own with your name on it.
I can. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be
You
sexy.
gotta have a bullhorn when you work on our movie because there's a
No,
hundred.
I'll get one. Though.
There's 100 guys you gotta talk to. Man.
Nice.
So-
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
don't mind me on the set, because I actually work my ass off. So
You did.
Do
You
do
did.
put in the work. The only thing is like I'm really bad with the casting calls, casting the call sheets and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I would like a second AD to help me with that, and that way I can just focus on set because pre-production is my weak point. But being on set is like my forte.
I think everybody hates that stuff though.
There's nothing weak about you.
Oh my god.
You're
she's,
sexy.
She's trying to turn you
Oh
on, man.
my god.
She wants you bad, man.
Yeah, can you give us like a half an hour?
Only half an hour.
Me
Come
and-
on.
Can
me
you
and
give
the
us
monkey will leave.
30 seconds?
We were about to cast your whole body. What are you talking about?
Well, then you realize I was Irish, and you're like,
Yeah,
you know
then we
what?
saw
we don't
then we
need to
saw
see
his
that.
penis and there. Man.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Stunt double.
We were going to
Yeah.
use for that area. We'll take care of it. Don't worry. When we cast
Yeah.
you.
Are you gonna be my fluffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw me fluff him. Oh, come on.
Can you just?
You
do
still have that picture
Are you
of
going
me on my
skiing
knees,
today
right?
or what?
Yeah. I use a safety pin to do fluffing, so I'm dangerous.
I was fluffed 4 times on that movie. Still didn't take.
Because we all use safety pins.
That's rough.
We were defluffing.
All you gotta do is show me your boobs, and I'm good. That's it. That's all. Like, man, I really need to get hard, and I just look over, and you're like, flash, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Here we
Okay.
go. This is it.
Wait till you see my sister's boobs.
Wait, is that like in the future? I'm gonna get to see your sister's boobs.
We're going to cast your body.
Oh.
Oh,
So she's
No.
gonna do it topless or what?
don't worry. You
I-
want to be there for the casting?
I have to be. I'm the writer and director. It's my
Right.
job, man.
Okay. We'll cast
He's
both of
only
them.
there for me though. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
thing,
just
like-
want to see him naked.
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
yeah.
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 I mean, I fluffed him 2 or 3 times. You know,
Yeah. And he was gentle.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I
And if you-
practice. You know, I'm old. And
Hey. And if you want the cast of your body to come out where you're not Irish in the cast, we'll take care of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have a.
Cool. Do I get a finisher though?
Finish.
It's like, oh my god, I'm casted, and it's still there though. What can I do about it? I'm just knocking over lamps.
Yeah.
We have Rob the vacuum cleaner. He sucks well.
I don't know who that is, but whatever. Bring him to me.
Yeah.
I'll be in my trailer, hard as a rock. Welcome to FoxMantis Radio, where I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck? Just give me
We
more
went
small
from politics
bottles.
to blowjobs.
I'm running
It
out of
probably
small
fits in there
bottles.
somewhere.
Yeah.
How many of those nips did you bring, girl?
I came prepared.
Dude,
I brought a whole suitcase
She's
of this
like
stuff
on
with
her
me.
12th one. I think.
Yeah, she can hold it.
I'm glad
down.
she's not driving.
Yeah, no, she's driving because you're hammered, bro. Yeah, I saw you drink like half a beer.
Oh yeah, man, that's my limit, man.
I don't know if you can drive.
We
dude.
were counting on Cynthia to drive us.
Yeah, and she bailed
Where
on
the
us.
fuck was she, man?
Yeah,
I
she's
wish you.
No.
See, if she was here, we couldn't be talking like this. She'd shut us down.
Oh, she would.
Would she?
Yeah, she's a.
Of course, when I had her in the confessional at the church, she was bad.
Ooh. Well, you know.
She
what?
actually used a gun in the confessional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pictures.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, well, I guess I'm glad she's not here, so we can be a little bit perverted. It sells.
Oh,
Sex
no.
sells.
She's sweet. When I turned her into a soiled dove, she took some really good photos. I took her photos. The ones she has
Yeah.
on Facebook, I took those.
Oh yeah. I saw at least one. She hasn't accepted my friend request because we're not friends. I think it's because she really liked me and I hit on her a little bit. She's like, I have a husband.
She's
and I was
jealous.
like,
man.
oh.
Her husband ain't come after you, man.
Nice,
He's
yeah.
a doctor. He knows how to get rid of people, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, so do I, though.
I need more scientific people on. Like that's something I have tons of actors and actresses and film producers and writers and all that stuff on. I need more scientists.
Well, didn't you have that science guy on there, man?
I did,
I
but
like
I was a little bit. I'll probably get him back this month for sure.
Well, he's probably hard to talk to.
Jay Bowles, no, he's awesome. He's really fun.
Because I talked to
Yes.
him and stuff. He's pretty smart. I mean, he is smart.
Go to Plasma Channel on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I saw some of his stuff.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, and he has Tesla coils. And,
Yeah.
I think
See,
he's like 9 or something.
I was trying to get him in that Brent Rock.
9 Tesla coils.
His.
That sparky.
I was trying to get him in
little
that,
things.
that steampunk movie, you know.
Oh, he's going to be a part of
Yeah.
that for sure. I'm going to get him on it.
Yeah.
There's no way we can do it without him. He has accessibility to definitely everything that we're going to need
Yeah.
to trigger that, and he's pretty much written into the script. So we definitely need to get Jay Bowles back.
Well, who's writing the script on that?
This guy Chase in Arizona, Chase and Brent Rock are writing it, and I really can't talk about it too much,
Yeah.
so I'm going to end
I
it
know
there.
he told us not to talk about it too
Yeah.
when we were over there.
Yeah, that's.
But I just want to make sure I get into it.
Yeah, well, we'll get you in there. I'll make sure. I mean, he's been calling upon me to gather troops, so I'll be doing that. But that's all I'm going to talk about with that.
Yeah,
with his
I mean,
project.
when does he want to shoot it? Does he want to shoot it pretty soon? Or
No idea.
down the line?
That is up to be announced, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I will tie you to the bed and I'll get all the information because I have EpiPens and I can do anything with EpiPens.
What? You had me at tie me at the bed, and then you lost me with EpiPens. What are you gonna serve me like macadamia nuts and avocados, the things I'm allergic to, and just like bring me back?
Yeah.
Are you allergic to peanuts, man?
No, macadamia nuts. I am.
Okay.
Those
See,
are the ones that
I
give
just-
me the throat swelling.
Oh yeah.
But
Think-
avocados giving me the just the shits and a horrible fucking
Yeah.
stomach ache.
See, you just
yeah.
gave me information that
Yeah.
I needed.
You know what I'm gonna do to you?
What?
Practice making babies.
Oh, well, see, I don't have to worry about that. I've been neutered. Or is it spayed?
Spayed.
Yeah, I've been spayed.
Wait. Show me your dick.
Wait a minute. I better go buy a pair. I forgot to have all my sex change taken care of.
That's right. You know, I'm all natural.
All natural. Oh,
I'm
you've
not
been
pre or
shaved?
post. I'm just me. No, it's a hairy segment down there. You got to be at least.
Is it red?
You be the judge. I don't know. It's a mix. It's a mix. You know, I got blonde, black, red hair all over my body, so it's like a little like melting pot of ethnicity down near my twigs and berries.
So you're a hairy Irishman.
No, I'm not that hairy. I just have different colored hairs all over my body. Like I guess it's regional.
Well, it's too bad Irishmen don't wear kilts.
Yeah, actually, kilts are heavy, man. How are we gonna win wars?
Yeah. How are you gonna fight in a dress, man?
The Scottish did it.
And they lost. But anyways.
Yeah, that's why.
I know, damn it.
A big heavy wind came up.
I love you
You know?
guys. You guys
You
are
know,
fucking funny.
William Wallace is
yours.
one of my great grandfathers.
Really?
Yeah, greats. Hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, we're in America, so welcome to the free country.
Hey, William Wallace Horder was my second great grandfather.
Oh shit.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, that's very cool. So I have a question for both of you. Name a celebrity you've met in person.
I've met my favorite one, and I've met him several times. He became my friend. Is Buck Taylor. He played Newly on Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
I met him down at the San Antonio. Actually, he called me. I used to have my store for my leather shop, and he called me up. He said, "Is this Vaquero gun leather?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Well, this is Buck Taylor." I said, he said, "How's it going? You know who I am?" I said, "Yeah, you played Newly on Gunsmoke." "Well, I'm at the rodeo. I want you to come down here. I want you to make me a gun belt. Can you come down here so I can talk about it?" So I went down there. He ordered a gun belt. I made it for him, and we became friends. And next year he called me up. "Hey, Vaquero, I need another gun belt. Can you come down here, man?" So every year, and he's a painter. He paints now, and he traded me paintings. I have 6 of his paintings in my house, and he gave me like gigantic paintings, and they were insane. They're like $500 paintings. And I've got 6 of them in my house, and he traded me for gun belts, man. So we became friends, and he's probably I've worked on movies where I met the celebrities. I did the Alamo. I met Billy Bob Thornton and all those guys that were in there. But Woody Harrelson came to the set, and I met him, and I met Bill Paxton, the one that just passed away here a while back. And
Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
yeah,
for sure.
And then I
Yeah,
met.
definitely.
Yeah, he was great. Aliens,
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah, he
all
was
that good
cool.
shit.
I mean, the thing is, he was from Texas, and he was talking. He would sit around and talk to us because he's just there, you know.
Yeah.
And he was telling me stories about Billy Bob Thornton. Let me tell you this more, because him and Billy Bob met on the movie Tombstone, and he was telling me these stories. Billy Bob was a real ambitious guy. He had written all these movies like Sling Blade and all this stuff, and nobody would look at him. He asked Val Kilmer from Tombstone to look at him, and Val Kilmer shot him down. And Bill said, I'll read them. And so he liked him, and so he made a lot of movies with Billy Bob Thornton. They became friends. And
Wow.
So that's kind of how he helped Billy Bob launch his career, man.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. How long does it take you to make a gun belt?
There's probably a simple gun belt's got 8 hours worth of work, so it probably takes me 2 days.
Where do you gather the leather?
I get my leather here in Austin at Tandy's Leather.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people order the leather, but I like to look at it and feel it before I buy it. You know what I mean? I like to feel how it's gonna look, and I go. They have like piles of leather, and I'll just dig through it until I find the best piece they have. You know, and stuff like that. But a fancy gun belt that costs like $800 or $900 takes about a week to make.
Wow.
Puts
What about
about-
you? Who's a celebrity that you've met?
I've met Randy Travis.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in George Jones's house. Met him.
I met George Jones.
Yeah, I lived.
I had dinner with him one night. There's a funny story. Can I tell a funny story?
Yeah,
Me and my buddies were coming back from Waco. It was funny. It was hilarious.
That's a story.
Yeah. Anyway, we pulled into this barbecue joint to get lunch, and George Jones' bus pulls up, and me and my buddies are the only ones in there. It's like 11 o'clock. They haven't even opened up for lunch. So George Jones, he's got this purple jumpsuit on, and he's real small. He's little, and me and my buddies.
How tall?
I think he's like 5'4", 5'6". I mean,
Yeah,
he's little.
Small.
He's very small, and I didn't realize how small he was. And we were in line. He was just right behind us, you know. He's, "How you boys doing?" And I said, "How you doing, sir?" I said, "Yeah, we just come off from a tour. We're going to get some barbecue." And he was talking. He was like a normal guy, right? And then we went and sat down, and we never asked him for his autograph. And I think he got mad at us because we didn't ask him for his autograph. And because I wasn't really a big George Jones fan. And seeing him up close kind of lost the magic because he's so little. But he was perturbed that we didn't ask, because we were the only ones in the restaurant besides him and his band, you know. But we didn't ask him for his autograph. He kept looking at us and stuff. And, "How you guys doing?" He kept trying to talk to us, and we were just eating. We were kind of in a hurry because we'd been up all night driving, and we wanted to get back to Austin and stuff. And so that was the first celebrity I ever met, but I didn't, you know. It was a funny story.
Well, my mother set his house on fire.
What?
Yes.
How? That's a story too.
She actually threw her cigarettes in the trash can. So, after the house was rebuilt, he came and asked to buy it back.
Wait. So the trash can fire led to house burning.
Yes.
So it was interior fire.
It was an interior fire. My dad and I had gone fishing, and we came back, and the whole house was in flames. It was pretty cool.
But so tell me a story about the best actor you met.
What?
The most famous actor you met. Tell me a story.
Tell you a story.
Putting you on the spot right now.
I know you're putting me on the spot. Well, I partied with Rick O'Casey, but he actually didn't drink or do anything.
He just was there.
He was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does his dick taste? Just
I
kidding.
didn't.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, I didn't do that. But we're all in his hotel room. We're all drinking.
See, that's why I asked that question.
Yeah, I know, but he just sat on the couch.
Thing is, if she should have made it sound better. Oh, it tastes like chocolate.
I know. Yeah, I did.
His asshole tastes.
I was imagining it was you, but no, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
No, it was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
We all went backstage, and we're all going back to the hotel. And there with the whole band, my girlfriend, she took one of the guys home, but I didn't take anybody home. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
I was sitting there just taking pictures.
So I never really got in touch with him. We talked a little bit, but I met Henry Winkler.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
Winkler.
very humble. Fonz.
Yes.
Hey.
He's actually a pretty cool guy.
No, he's so humble.
I watched different shows on him or different things
Yeah.
about him and stuff.
So
Because he was dyslexic and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I was on set with Here Comes the Boom in South Boston with Kevin James and Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
And Kevin was to himself. He was busy because I was only there for 2 overnight shots, and it was this fight scene where he gets knocked out real quick, and he couldn't really because they always have all right, bring in the secondaries and to do the stunts, and the stunt guy was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And stunt guy was doing this fall where he gets kneed in the face, and Kevin was supposed to replicate that, and he just wasn't getting it right. But anyways, Henry Winkler came and shook our hand, and we started talking, and he's just such a sweet man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fonz. When I was a kid, the Fonz was my hero, man. I had a lot of Fonzie stuff. When I was a kid, I had a Fonzie doll. I had a Fonzie rug.
You had a Fonzie doll?
Yeah, he had there was an 8-inch Mego doll, an action figure.
Yeah.
I had his thumbs went up. You put a button on the back, his thumbs would go. It was cool, man. I had him forever and ever. My mom probably threw him away, But
My dad looked like the Fonz. They could be
Your
twins.
dad looked like the Fonz?
Yes.
Really?
The hair back, the whole works.
Yeah. Greasers, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, I used to love listening to 50s music when I was a kid. In high school, that's all I listened to because I grew up in 3rd or 4th grade watching the Fonz. I love that style of music. I still do.
Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Yeah.
I just loved the 50s style of music, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was happy. It was about love.
Well, that was when my dad grew up, and he was always talking. I had this '56 Chevy and all this stuff, and I was cruising around.
Yeah.
That was pretty
50s music was great.
Yeah.
But who believes in love?
I think everyone has an ideology about love, and I think it takes a heartbreak to not love anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you have to lose the love to know what love is. I think. I've been married 20 years, and I still love my wife and stuff like that.
That's sweet.
We fight like cats and dogs sometimes about different things,
Yeah.
but we still love each other.
Is there a moment when you look at her and know there's about a fight to hatch out,
Yeah.
and you guys are fighting about
Because
shit
a
for
lot of
20
times
years?
the thing is, my wife is a professional where she makes a lot of the money, and where I'm a stay-at-home dad. I work out of my house, and that's one reason that I work out of my house because I take care of the kids. I take the kids to school, I pick the kids up, I take care of the kids.
Yeah.
And she
We were
works.
supposed to have a podcast the other day, but your kids were ill.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So anyway, but the thing is, she gets mad at me because I'll tell you what she really mad at. I have all my wardrobe from Death and Compromise in the living room.
Oh,
It's
geez.
still laying there.
And for those people that don't know, he had stacks upon stacks.
Yeah, I mean, I
of
have
just,
boxes and
Yes.
boxes,
clothes.
and
Yeah.
I have gun cases laying everywhere, guns laying everywhere, hats laying everywhere, and the reason I have them up, I really don't have any place to put them.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And
a
my wife
lot of
said,
wardrobe.
and the thing is, I have a leather shop upstairs. It's like an apartment above
Yeah.
my house,
Uh-huh.
but those boxes are pretty heavy, and the stairs are 30 foot tall, and I really don't want to carry them all the way up there because I know I'm going to have to bring them down again when we have to do the reshoots,
Right.
So
Yeah,
they're in the living room. My wife's, I can't even fucking walk in this house. There's all shit right there. And my son, we have a dining room table full of Legos. My son, all he does is build Legos. And
Oh,
we probably
cool.
have 10,000. I'm not exaggerating. My son has $10,000 worth of Legos because he spends every nickel he gets on Legos. I mean, he has every Star Wars ship of Legos. He's got,
Wow.
and these are hundreds of dollars a piece.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I mean,
Lego's banking for a
I mean,
goddamn
he
reason.
has these little figures that cost $10. A little figure like this
Yeah,
for $10.
I think that company's worth like $2.5
It's
billion
insane. And like
Yeah.
today, my son asked me, "When are you gonna buy me some more Legos?" I'm broke, man. Give me a break. I
You're
can't
right.
afford to spend money on Legos. And
Yeah,
my
get
other
a
son,
job.
his birthday is coming up, and he wants Legos for his birthday and stuff. And they're into Star Wars. My kids are Star Wars encyclopedias.
What do you guys think about the new Star Wars coming up?
Oh, my kid, I like them. I like the new Star
I
Wars.
like him too. Do you think
Yes.
Mark Hamill's gonna die? Luke
the
Skywalker?
next one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to know what they're gonna do with Carrie Fisher. You know, her character, because she died.
Well, they already shot episode 8 before she
Yeah,
passed away.
but I
so
want
that's
to say
done.
what are they going to do with the story as it unfolds?
Well, Rob Rowland, I think, was telling me this, that they're not going to CGI her in, so I don't
Yeah.
know how they're going to end it
yeah,
for her. Because, one, she passed away, right?
yeah,
And so it took, 1985, that Star Destroyer guy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Original Star Wars, he passed away, and they put him in Rogue One,
Yeah.
all CGI.
yeah,
And that took, 25, 27 years
yeah.
for that to happen, where it'd be okay. Whereas she just passed away, I just don't feel like it would be right. Especially if they did her demise wrong.
Right.
You'd have so many people upset because it's
Well,
kinda
I
tragic.
was upset that they killed Han Solo.
Yeah.
And he died
Harrison
because
Ford wanted to go.
He didn't want to do it. You know?
Harrison Ford is trying to kill off all his main characters.
Yeah.
So he's going to do another Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Indiana Jones dies.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to kill off his franchise.
Yeah.
Just so that they don't try to bring him back.
Yeah. Well, they're just going to reboot it with somebody else. I mean,
I know. Well, I think there was like talks for Chris Pratt playing Indiana Jones in a new upgraded version, but
yeah.
I mean,
Well, did you see the Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
yeah, I haven't seen the new one. Have you?
I saw the other one. We went out.
You saw the second one?
Yeah, I went out Thursday night. They had a sneak preview. I went and saw it. It was really good.
Yeah.
It's funnier than hell, man.
Cool, man. I can't
It's
wait to
better
see it.
than the first one.
Good.
The
That's awesome.
storyline, I'm not going to give away the plot.
Yeah,
It
please
doesn't,
don't.
because I was hoping it was supposed to tie in with all the
I
other
might go see
Marvel
that tonight,
Universe
actually.
things.
Yeah.
You know, it was supposed. I thought it was going to tie in more with the rest of the Marvel Universe with the Infinity Stones and all that stuff.
Oh no! Don't spoil
But
that.
it,
for
it
me.
didn't. It didn't. It didn't have anything to do with it. So
Yeah, well, that sucks because
Yeah.
I wanted it to have something to do with it.
yeah, I mean,
But
but it was pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot funnier than the first one,
mhm.
but it's not too funny. You know what I mean? They didn't
Right.
go overboard with it.
Nice.
And I liked it. I'll probably go see it again with my kids.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see that soon. Hopefully tonight, maybe. It just
Yeah.
depends. But yeah. Do you have any plugs there, Blade? Gorgeous Blade. Can I call you that, or are you gonna get mad at me if I call you?
Of course, I'm
gorgeous?
not going to get
I
mad
don't know.
at you.
Can't call you Miss, so I have to call you something.
No, I don't currently have any plugs except for our movie.
Yeah. Are you on? You guys on Instagram or Twitter?
Yes,
or?
I am on Instagram
Yeah,
and
there's a plug.
Twitter.
Okay, what's the
Liberty
plugs?
Reigns on Instagram and Liberty Reigns 44 on Twitter.
Okay. What about you?
No Twitter, man.
I'm on Twitter only
You know what?
because
I had a
have
Twitter.
to
My
be-
my wife made me a Twitter account, and I never even looked at it. So I don't, I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah.
But it was years ago when Twitter first came out. Man, I've never made one. My wife is on Twitter, and she's wanted to get on Twitter.
I don't know.
I like Facebook. Facebook keeps me busy.
Facebook,
I'm probably on
Instagram,
there too
that's,
much.
That's pretty much all I primarily do, but I do have a FoxMantis Twitter account that I haven't updated since I made
Yeah.
it, but yeah. Follow me on fucking FoxMantis Radio at YouTube. And yeah, that's where you listen to this right now. Or you're watching it on Facebook Live, so yeah.
And they can follow me at Blade West on Facebook.
Blade West. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, very cool. Well, geez, we're already at an hour and...
You wanna wrap it up, man?
Yeah, 42 minutes, 43 minutes. So I will wrap it up, and it's been a You guys drove out from San Antonio.
Well, I've got to take her back to San Antonio. I live in Locker, but she has no ride. I had to pick her up in Seguin, bring her here, and then I got to take her back. And
In the morning, I go back to Granbury, Texas.
Oh yeah, are you taking via train?
Via train.
Ooh.
See who I can scare on the way back.
Everyone.
what's it cost to ride the train, man?
Well, this time I used my points, so I don't
Ooh.
really remember
Oh,
because I
man.
come
Train
so often.
points.
Yeah, train points.
You come so often.
Yeah.
Sex joke. Thank you.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna touch it, man. The
Yeah.
monkey was. But
Well, you know, I do have stock in Eveready, but
What is that?
batteries.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You know, the Eveready bunny.
Yeah. Never mind. She's.
I know the
There-
Energizer.
There's
Bunny.
a vibrator joke in there, man. That's what it is,
Oh,
right?
that's what I mean. I caught it, but thanks for saying it.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Vibration.
Oh, I got in trouble at the pool for that one day.
What?
That's another story.
That's a
For
story.
another time. Homeland
Oh.
Security was there,
It's
though.
only good if you have the pictures to go with it. So.
Oh, we can't show those pictures.
I
Homeland
know.
Security was there.
Oh my goodness, you guys are a mess.
We are.
Thank you so much for like traveling out, coming all the way
You know
here.
what? I know you've been wanting me to get on here for a long time. I've been wanting to get on here for a long
Yeah.
time. But
Did you have fun?
I did have
It was
fun. We'll do it
fun,
again one of
yes.
these days.
It was
sure.
fun.
Well, we'll come back and
absolutely,
once we get the
yeah.
movies started going,
Yeah.
we'll start
come
plugging
back.
it some more.
Exactly.
Get
yeah.
the
You're
Facebook
great.
page. We'll bring some of the other guys in with us and
Yeah, sure.
get some stuff
Yeah.
going, man.
Yeah, and by then I'll probably start upgrading this a little bit so it's a
Yeah.
little bit more formal. I mean, it's still fucking cool.
Well,
It
you
was
need to
cool.
like bring one of her portraits in here and put it up or something.
Your portraits
I have pictures. Lots of pictures.
of you.
Yeah.
You need to send me those pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell her you want the corset ones.
I want the I want the corset ones.
I actually sell those things.
Yeah. I also want ones without the corsets.
You
Just
want the
that-
boob ones, right?
I want the spank bank
Yeah.
millennials.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say nothing, man.
All you have to say is yes.
Yes.
Is that a yes or an okay?
Uh-huh.
I heard a yes. I heard a yes. And this is it.
And this is it. Oh, he's calling the CIA again, right?
I'm not calling anybody except everyone to get the fuck out so I can look at these pictures.
It's rough,
It's
man.
been phenomenal.
No.
Don't forget Uncivil Divide. Give us a
Yes.
shout out.
Yeah, please do.
Check out my
Yes.
Facebook page, Leonard
Yeah.
Lay, for updates.
They're looking for help. Any hands are needed, and that's the only thing that they need is hands. They
Yeah,
want
we're
help.
doing it. We're trying to set a deal. We can do an epic movie with no money, and everybody says you can't do it, and I keep saying, hold my beer, I'm gonna do it.
It will be
Yeah.
done. It can be done. We will
And
feed you.
we've got so much.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much response we've had. We have had no negative response at all. I mean, everyone
No.
we've had people begging us to be in this movie, so I think we'll have more than enough people, and we just need to get it all organized and ready to go, man.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this has been FoxMantis Radio. We're going to say goodbye, and goodbye to Facebook Live real quick. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. And then, so now that we're not on Facebook Live, we can have a special feature. Tell me something off camera that
I did drink tequila with John Goodman at a sushi
No
bar in
fucking
New
way.
Iberia, Louisiana.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that aloud.
why? That's a fucking really.
No, he gave
Oh,
me a
me.
blowjob under the table.
Oh my god, John Goodman is probably one of my favorite overweight actors in this moment, and he's lost a lot of weight for
He
sure.
has.
Mhm.
He has.
Yeah.
I actually like John Goodman. He's a
Yeah.
good character actor.
He's great.
and
He's
he plays
wonderful.
a variety of roles. I see him in all kinds of movies. He's like always
Yeah.
working, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, man.
He was
He's-
filming Electric Mist.
Oh,
Yeah. It was.
yeah.
the
That's what
movie
the
was
ladies
not the
call
best.
it when I
Yeah,
ejaculate.
Yeah.
Electric Mist.
It's shocking.
They just call mine just called dribble. I'm old, man.
Don't put it on my face.
I used to
It's
shoot it
going.
across the room.
No, I promise you it won't.
I don't need a facial.
Just remember,
Yeah.
she owes me a blowjob on the way home because I have to
Yeah.
drive her back.
Red
You
lights.
don't want me to go.
Yesterday, she was riding in my car. So when we're driving,
We're
by
still
her,
recording, so that's
Yeah,
fucking
so-
awesome.
When
Yeah.
we were driving by her sister's car, I told her to
Yeah.
get down.
Like I
and
said,
think
this
like
is
she's
the-
giving me a
this is what
blowjob, but she wouldn't do
Keeps
it.
people on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Is what was that again?
Is Homeland Security listening?
No, just
So how many people have you had on your show, man?
Yeah.
about almost 20. 20. I think you guys are. Well, if I'm counting individuals, over
Yeah.
20 then.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I only do FoxMantis Radio if I have a guest,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
and so
cool.
I've been doing about 3-4 a week.
That's cool.
You know,
That's-
trying to keep it
that's
on.
great.
Right now, it's a very primitive aspect where it's uncut, unedited, goes straight to YouTube. After I'm done recording this, I'll get some pictures from y'all that you want on, and I'll post that, and I'll just pass around the laptop, and you just do that. And then,
Cool.
it's a very fun experience. I've loved it, and I want to improve it. But right now, it's just like in its little baby infancy stages. This is my little baby.
I like it. Like I said, I want to do something like this, but I want to do it
Better, you
well,
fucking
I
asshole.
want to do it, with camera and go out and do like interviews and do stuff like that.
Yeah,
man.
I don't
my
want-
whole deal,
I
my
don't want
next
that.
venture is to
Yeah.
buy me a camera. I want to buy my own camera
Mhm.
and do stuff like that, and learn how to edit and learn how to do stuff like that. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get my teenagers involved where they start doing
Sure.
stuff.
For sure, and that
And,
could be
My biggest problem is
your
I
career.
have no money.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I don't have any.
I
I don't
know.
have that much money. I mean, invest in this, and
Yeah.
then that's why I want people to come to me so they're comfortable.
Right.
They can relax. They can drink. They can smoke. Do whatever the fuck they want. Hardcore drug. We're
Yeah.
not drugs. We're not doing heroin here. This
Yeah.
is not
Right.
Heroin Hero. This is a live, a semi-live podcast, and I just want people to relax and have a good time. And I've never had any complaints. Anyone that comes in here, they're like, dude, I just want to come back. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it like you said, it's in the baby stages. In a year from now, it'll probably be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have a big studio somewhere and
Yeah.
have cameras and stuff and doing
sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like everything else, man. You just got to start. You just got to get off
You
your
gotta
ass and
start.
do it. You got to do it. And
Yeah.
most people just don't do it.
People talk about it.
I
but,
have people.
You're following your dream.
Yeah, I've had a friend of mine.
This is
and
just something I
I'm
just
not-
like to do. This is my hobby. People like to, you like to sew, you like to make guns.
Yeah.
I like to have guests come in
Yeah.
and just talk.
Well, I've had a friend of mine I met when I had my store, and he was one of the first actor guys I met, that local actors and stuff. And he said, and he gives me this spiel. I've been acting for 20 years and stuff. And, he acts like he's a big shot, right?
Right.
And I've known him now for 10, 15 years. And he hasn't done anything. He acts like he's an actor, but he's done a couple little extra roles here or there and stuff like that. But he had his own. Before Time Warner Cable took over everything, every town had their own local cable company,
Mhm.
and he ran that cable company. So he made
It's
made
Spectrum now.
yeah.
Spectrum.
But he made like his own commercials and stuff. So he had his own little talk show,
Mhm.
but he just did it in studio and stuff. But that was his big deal. But he's never been like in a big movie or nothing. He keeps acting
Yeah.
like he knows. He's one of these guys that takes pictures with the movie star and acts like they're his best friend.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah,
That's
me
fucking
and him were
retarded.
friends for 10 years. Oh, dude.
I don't know. I just like to be real and shoot the shit.
Well,
Like,
that's me. I mean,
yeah.
I don't just be yourself, and that's why I don't like I don't like assholes or wannabes or pretend
Yeah.
to be's or
Yeah.
somebody who thinks they're above the next guy, and it's always the little guy who thinks he's a big guy.
Napoleon complex.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, most everybody I met are pretty cool guys. There's a few,
Yeah.
like I said, there's a few assholes I've met, and I'll never work with them again just because they're assholes. Now, there's some guys that are assholes you'll meet because they're on the same set as you, and because you know stuff like that. But
Well, I mean, I've met my share of like egotistical people, and some of them are really talented.
Right.
So unfortunately, you have to deal with that ego
Right.
because one, they have all the connections,
Right.
and two, you kind of like everyone else.
Right.
So it's just like, well, fuck, man,
yeah,
you're a piece of
you gotta
shit,
weigh your odds.
But
you know?
I actually respect you because your stigma. Like I think on set there should be some people that, if they're good, know that they're good, and the confidence. If they have great confidence and can work with people, that
Right.
is the criteria. Work with people.
Right.
Then I don't mind you being a little bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Only if you're good. Now, if on the flip side, if you're a piece of shit
Yeah.
and you're an asshole,
And
then
you
no
think
one wants to
you're
work
good.
with. It's unfair to even bring yourself here, and it's the same
Yeah.
with every industry. Like
Yeah.
especially, I'm from the culinary industry, and there's a lot of egotistical chefs.
Yeah.
But some of them are assholes that can cook you the best food you ever fucking had.
Right.
So there's no reason to
Well, the thing is, you want to
debate
eat their
that.
food, you just don't want to talk to them.
Yeah. Go back
It's
to
like,
the kitchen.
It's like politicians, you know.
Mhm.
Don't keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do your
Right.
job. You know.
Any last words there, Blade?
Oh my God, am
You're
I
walking
dying?
the plank right now. You're about to jump into shark-infested waters. What do you got to say for yourself?
Well,
I've enjoyed every moment of it. Let's do it again.
Oh, I would love to have you back for sure.
Alright.
Leonard, of course, you as well. I want a follow-up on Uncivil
Divide.
Divide.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we need a new title, man.
I don't know. Shout out to Ronald Mercado for that. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring Ron on and the rest of the guys.
Dude, Ron is
Kevin.
spectacular.
I love Ron.
I'd be
Ron's a
upset
cool
if,
guy,
you,
man.
if you were shooting in San Antonio or around that area and you didn't have you're shooting Blanco, and you didn't have him on set because he's amazing.
Thing
on
is,
set.
Ron, I like him because he's ex-military and he's gung ho. He puts his whole heart into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a young, hard-working dude. I mean, he's working on projects at the same time. And I really respect that, especially a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not that young, but he's younger than I am.
Well, yeah, he's older than I am.
You know,
than
and stuff
for
like
sure.
that. But I just respect the
I mean,
guy's
he
work.
spent 20 years in the Air Force.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I
years.
mean,
a long
he's
time.
got a good
With
work
the whole full-
ethic, you know, and stuff like that.
Dude,
so he's
he's
cool.
And I mean,
And he's going to school, learning this trade and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he
he's-
already knows 10 times more than I'll ever know because I never went to school for nothing, you know.
yeah. I went to culinary school and then I went into
You know,
this
wish
film
I wish
industry.
I was 20 years old learning this instead of 50 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How old are you, Wayne?
I'm 31. Yeah.
Cool.
See, I didn't
So-
start till I was like in my 40s, so I'm
Really?
yeah, I'm 53, man. So
Well, that's fine. I mean, shit. I guess I gotta cut it. I gotta cut this fucking
man.
feed. Fuck you guys.
fuck you.
I hate
man.
you.
Good.
I want to have sex with you, but I hate you too.
Oh, you
And
hate me, so it's gonna be
It's
the
a love.
best
It's a
sex.
love hate
yeah,
relationship.
love-hate relationship.
It's actually a love sex relationship.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a relationship. It'd just
Yeah.
be
It's just a nut.
outright fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I said it.
I'll give you a report if I get a blowjob on the way home. So.
Yeah, see, that's why you're never gonna get a
I know.
blowjob because you talk about it.
Hey, I'll take a. if people that don't know, I'm just like putting my hand up to my mouth and take my tongue and putting it
Yeah,
like a
uh-huh.
blowjob motion, but I didn't say it to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
he's saying
motioned
it to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love you guys, and thank you so much for coming out.
We love you too,
Hey,
man.
You guys literally made
Love
my day
y'all.
today, coming all the way down from San Antonio, and you have to drive all the way back
Yeah.
because of
Yes.
her, and I
Thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. This has been
Adios,
FoxMantis Radio.
muchachos, man.
No blood was spilled in the
No
making
blood
of
was
this.
spilled. Actually, I'm on my period, so all blood was spilled. And I'm not wearing any underwear. No kidding.
Neither
Anyways,
am I.
Gross. I mean, I'm gross. That's sexy. All right. Bye, guys. This is FoxMantis Radio and Wayne Vashon out.